I wonder if we're live. Hey, Steven, how's it going? Emily, welcome, good to see you. Barry, Hybrid Ronin, how's it going, everyone? Hey, let's get our stream started. Good to see you, everyone. Welcome. And for anyone who's visiting for the first time, my name is Jerrel Dulay. I'm the developer of the Silver Falls games. I'm from Sungrand. I make video games for you all. So what we're doing today is we're distributing Karn Delance as a new playable character for Gaiden Deathly Delusion Destroyer. So Hybrid Ronin, I see you in the chat. And if you'd like to send me your link code for Gaiden Deathly Delusion Destroyers, then we'll get that new playable character to you. So how that works, everyone, is you just send me your codes. And I think I left my key tool outside, so I might just grab that key tool very quickly. Let me just make sure it hasn't slipped down on the side of my studio here. Okay. Everyone, I'll just return very shortly. I'm just going to grab the key tool so I can generate those unlock codes for you. 1 second. Piglet Tube, how's it going? Welcome. Alright, welcome everyone, good to see you. Arthur, from the Void Games, good to see you. Thanks for coming to hang out. How fun was that stream last night? In case anyone missed it, we did an impromptu live stream last night over a bonfire. So I finished work early, which means I stopped working at around 10 o'clock at night. And yeah, I just started a bonfire. I thought it'd be relaxing. Chucked some confidential paperwork into a bonfire. And yeah, and we just live streamed and we hung out, and then I got attacked by a cryptid, so that was pretty cool too. Alright, Steven. You're the first one. So let's get that to you. Play some upbeat music here and I'll get that key code to you. Arthur, yeah, totally. LOL plus a wild animal scare in the end. Cool, I still don't know what it was. It's probably like a cat or something, maybe. I didn't see it, so we'll never know what it is. So again, if you're new to the code linker system, from your title screen on your 3DS, I'll boot up my 3DS and I'll show you. Okay, I'll just power up my 3DS here. Okay, Steven, you are first. Let's go. H K Z X Y. H K Z X Y. I just typed it into the chat for no reason. Okay. So this is for Karn Delance. He will join your party for Gaiden Deathly Delusion Destroyers. Okay, where's my... There it is. Generate. Okay, this is for Steven. Yeah, ENTVV. So I have quite a few things that I would like to do today. I'd like to show you some behind the scenes things with the games. I'll be working on some sculpting. I'll be playing some of the games, just hanging out and chatting, and that's what we'll be doing today. So, you know, we'll stay busy. We got heaps of things to do, and I do want to work on Galaxy Bound Curse DX, so I'll be sharing that with you at some point. Steven, it was a saltwater crocodile. I would have sprinted out of that situation. There's no way I'm flexing with a crocodile. Okay, VSH JI. Oh, I typed in it. It's in the wrong window. Okay, we got VSH JI. And JPK, welcome to the stream. Thanks for coming to hang out. Hey, loving this game. Link code is 8. I'm glad you're enjoying that. Thank you. BQMGU. Oh, I've typed it in the wrong place again. I need to have my coffee is what needs to happen. we were up a little late live streaming and hanging out over a bonfire. BQMGU. I thought that was pretty fun. What do you guys think? Would you like to do that again? I'd be happy to actually bring an instrument or two out. You know, a mandocello, a guitar, something, you know, and we could just sort of sit by a bonfire and hang out. I think that would be pretty fun too. YUGMR. Let me boot that up on my 3DS. Super Smash, good to see you. Welcome. Thanks for coming to hang out. Okay. So, I'll input your code, and then I really need to have some of my coffee. DLNEV. We got APHKS. Ryko, welcome. Good to see you, and thanks for coming to hang out on the stream. So for anyone that's new, that's just joined, or if you're new to the Code Linker system, Karn Delance is a new playable character in Gaiden Deathly Delusion Destroyers. He's not obtainable in-game otherwise, so this is the only way to get him as a playable character in Gaiden 3Ds. Just enter your link code. Yes, Barry, this is for Gaiden Deathly Delusion Destroyers. Okay, Ryko, your code is ORNMD. Generate. Okay. XBHKU. This is for Ryko. Ah. Good to see you, everyone. Good to see you. Good to hang out. Okay, I think we'll actually stop that. So if you are new to the Code Linker system, what we're doing is distributing a new playable character today. So go to your Code Linker system just there, Code Linker, and you'll want to click on Enter Key Code, right? So I'm going to click Enter Key Code, and you'll have that blue code there. So go ahead, take that blue code, enter that blue code down below in the comment section. So after you enter that blue code in the comment section, I will send you a key code. So after I send you the key code, go ahead, click on Start, and you'll see a little keyboard pop up there. So I'll give you a key code, you enter the key code in that keyboard, and that will unlock this new character for you. Actually, I didn't want to play Ruby River, I wanted to do Gaiden, so I clicked on the wrong one. Antonis, good to see you. Thanks for coming to hang out. Hi again. Every night the live stream starts slower and slower. Oh, sorry about that. I was up late doing the live stream with the bonfire, so I was a little bit late getting started. I've been trying to start these as early as possible, so I apologize for starting a bit late. But Antonis, we are distributing a new character, so please send me your link code, and I can get you that new character. And I hope you guys don't mind. I was up late, and then in the Discord we ended up chatting for a while. And I'm a huge fan of Super Sentai, so we were chatting with some of the members there about Super Sentai for a while. It's one of the things that I'm really passionate about. I really enjoy Super Sentai, so we were chatting for a bit after the bonfire. So I hope you don't mind, but I really do need to eat. So this is going to be welcome to my what are the channels where people eat food. I'm just going to have a cup of noodles here. I really hope you don't mind. I don't want to eat on stream, but I've got to eat breakfast at some point. So I guess I'll just stare straight into the camera. I'll stare straight into the camera as I eat, and hopefully I don't make a mess. This is how YouTube channels eat food, right? They just stare at the camera. Am I not supposed to blink? Oh, my eyes are kind of tired. I think I do have to blink. Please let me know if I'm doing this correctly. I don't know how to run a YouTube eating channel. Ah, look at that, a nice fresh coffee. Let's all enjoy our coffee. And again, this is going to be one of the last times you see me with this mug, because we will start selling official Silver Falls merchandise in April. So we'll have Maverick D. Moose mugs, and we'll have Falcon Fang mugs as well. Steven, oh, the music is cutting out because I'm running the game in Unity, and if I click outside of Unity, the music stops. So that's what's going on there. Alright, so let's go ahead and have a look at Karn Delance. This is the character we're distributing today, so go ahead and send me your link code. Nikatha, good to see you. I'll get you your code. Adonis, it's past midnight. We went on the we were live streaming last night on the bonfire until well past midnight. So, well, midnight for me, and that was fun. Nikatha, I will get you your code now. YGAMO. And for anyone new just joining, we are distributing a new exclusive character for Gaiden Deathly Delusion Destroyers today. Okay, Nikatha. Your code is HJGKL. Raiko, usually the streamers I watch just cut the camera until they are done eating. Oh, okay. I think it'd be a good idea, maybe, but then it'd be weird. I would just be a disembodied voice with slurping noises on the camera. Jerrel Cooking Show. Well, if you guys wanted some moose steak recipes, I have a couple moose steak recipes. So, yeah, let's go ahead and have a look at Karn's stats here. So he's I would consider him he's not really an well, pardon me, he's kind of an all-around attacker, really, with average. He starts out with average HP, but his HP growth is actually slightly below normal. But he has pretty good damage output. I'd say he would be qualified as a technical fighter. So what's very good about Karn is his stat spread for his armor proficiency. So you see the jackets and the hats are at 30%. Anyone that gets a 130 is really nice. His shirt, shoes, and gloves are not great. So you're going to get 80% on those. You have the 100% on the vest, and you have 110 on eyewear and jewelry. So jacket and hat is really where it's at with Karn. He has a whimsical soul type, and there aren't that many whimsical characters in the game. I think another whimsical character is Mimette, and she's one that you can get in-game without Code Linker. So if you want a different style of fighter, Karn's a very good whimsical fighter. He uses light melee. Mimette uses crossbow, so she has much better range. So Karn's power is above average, but it's his charge speed. His charge speed is well above average, and that's what makes him a good technical fighter. We also have Waking Solid, so he actually benefits a bit from his lower HP growth. So every time he's revived from being defeated, it fills his charge meter 50% and his defense +1. So that makes it so that the next time he's revived, he has a better survivability in battle. He always has access to Flamethrower, which is a great crowd control move. Again, compared to Flame Bomb, Flamethrower does more damage, but Flame Bomb covers a wider area. Karn's soul ability is Omni Amplify, and Omni Amplify boosts all of his elemental ability by 18%. That's just free. Again, you can reuse that again and again. His ultimate ability, Prism Warriors. So the whole team, their fire, ice, electric, and water power is increased by 50%, and you can reuse that again and again as well. And because Karn has such a fast charge speed, you're likely going to be able to whip out the Prism Warriors multiple times during a boss fight. So that's going to be an excellent way to deal with bosses. Let's go ahead and look at his daily abilities starting on Sunday. So Sunday he gets Team Flame Amplify, so the whole team gets a plus 30 on their firepower, which is nice. JPK, it says invalid. Okay, I must have gotten a typo, so I'll do yours again. We'll just quickly finish having a look at the daily abilities, and I'll redo yours, JPK. I haven't had my coffee yet, see, so I'm probably going to get a typo. On Monday we have Flash Bomb, and that's, again, good technical ability that stuns the enemy for 7 seconds, and it reduces their sound resistance by 30. So if you team Karn up with a character who has sound abilities, this is going to be a good way to maximize your damage output. And that 7 seconds can mean the difference between being able to get a healing ability out and losing some of your party members. So again, a good technical fighter on Monday. Tuesday, he has Sand Throw, which is the same ability that Gus has. So that's going to lower the enemy's movement speed. It stuns 3 seconds. And again, it's extremely useful for bosses because that also reduces the attack rate of the enemies. Wednesday we have Encourage, which boosts the allies' charge meter. So it's not a huge amount, but it is significant because Karn has a pretty fast charge speed, so he'll be able to use Encourage pretty often. And if you team him up with slower characters, this is an excellent support ability. On Thursdays we have Oil Stream, so it reaches pretty far, it does damage, and enemies, their flame resistance is reduced, so that makes his flamethrower do more damage, and it lowers the speed by 1. So this is, I would say this is actually pretty good. Thursday's a pretty good day for boss fights for Karn because of Oil Stream. Friday, Soul Punch is excellent. I'm going to say this is probably going to be good for crowd control, not because that it hits a wide range. You can use the flamethrower for crowd control, but the Soul Punch, it deals damage to one enemy and it restores his own HP. So when you're dealing with crowd control, you're often getting swarmed and you don't always have time to heal in those horde battles. So Soul Punch Friday is probably going to be good for horde battles. Saturdays, just if you need that raw damage output, Tear Off Shirt is great because your power gets boosted by 70 and then your defense drop by 40. So that's a great, I think that's a great, well-rounded daily abilities there. So I'm going to redo JPK's abilities, JPK, your link code. Looks like I've messed it up. I'll do it again. Scrolling up in the chat. All right, BQMGU. Okay, JP. Where is? Oh, yeah. JPK, I put a typo in there. I'm sorry. YUGMR. There we go. Sorry about that. I just checked the chat. I put a typo on the keyboard there, but my tool just spit it out correctly. Barry, I better get your link code now. So how's everyone enjoying Gaiden Deathly Delusion Destroyer so far? And again, I wanted it to be something that we could all enjoy for a long time. You can see every day the missions change, every week the missions change, and I wanted people to have something to work towards because those weekly missions are really difficult, and I was hoping people could build their characters up over the course of the week, and hopefully by Saturday you'd be able to handle those weekly missions, and that's what I hope, so we'd be able to play it for a long time. Okay, have I missed anything, anyone? David Klein, hey, thanks. Good to see you. If you're playing Gaiden Deathly Delusion Destroyers, we are distributing a new exclusive character day with Karn Delance. So go ahead and just put your link code in the comments section below, and I'll give you a key code so you can have a new playable character. Galactic Squid, what do you mean by codes? So, on your 3DS, go ahead and... let me exit out of there. Must be that Bigfoot that attacked me last night. My dogs are going crazy. If you guys weren't here, we were doing a live stream with a bonfire. We were just hanging out and talking games and anything, and there was like a Bigfoot that was like chasing me around the bonfire, so it was pretty creepy. Anyway, on Gaiden Deathly Delusion Destroyers, again, go to Code Linker. Yeah. Go to Code Linker just there, and then go to Enter Keycode. Enter Keycode, you'll see a blue code there. So go ahead, take that code and enter it into the chat. So after you enter your link code into the chat, I will give you a key code. After I give you the key code, click on Start, and you'll see a keyboard. So enter the key code that I give you, enter it in the keyboard, and then you'll get a new exclusive playable character. Got to take a shower. Be back later. Okay, we'll see you in a bit, Arthur. Great. Steven, it's fantastic. My favorite Silver Falls game. I'm so glad to hear you're enjoying it. That's fantastic. M. Okay, M, I will do your code now. Alright, Steven, I'll tell my dogs that a person from around the world said hello, and then they'll just stare at me. M, here we go. You've got your code here. GKTEC, generate. DNNKT. Here we go. Sonic Kirby Star, good to see you. How about I just start a mission? Let's just get something going on here. Karn gets 110 on glasses, so on eyewear. Okay. Let's see. Sonic Kirby Star. I'll get your code now. Sonic Kirby Star. ORGRD. Ogre Grid. Or Grid. Okay, here we go. This is XVMPU. Awesome. 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 Thanks for letting me know that it worked. And again, if it doesn't work, it just means that I've done a typo on the keyboard somewhere here. So, yeah, great. Awesome. Okay, we'll just leave that. We'll leave that there. Yeah, fine. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, and if you guys don't mind, again, I was up late. We did the bonfire. We were chatting in the Discord, so I was up a bit late. So I hope you don't mind. I do have to eat here. Okay, okay, we got something here. We got a battle going on. Oh, hold on. Here we go. Let me turn the volume on Unity. I'll turn Unity's volume off, and then we can just listen to some relaxing music here. So how do I eat on stream again? I stare. Do I not? I think I have to not blink. So here we go. Blink. It's very difficult. My eyes are really dry right now. Must have been the bonfire. Am I doing this correctly? I don't know if I'm doing this correctly. I really didn't want to eat on stream. It worked. Awesome. Thanks for letting me know. Alright, we'll do Spiral's code next. Spiral, you have 2, don't you? Oops. Okay, Spiral Light. We got QFXMN. Here we go. ZIRKK. I'll be doing more codes. I might be streaming tomorrow, and we might be doing a new playable character for White Inside its Umbra. So I'm just trying to organize things here. HRT, HERTW. Oh, here we go. Antonis, I'm typing your code into the chat here. Okay, HERTW. Okay, EHLRT. There you go. Just got your Discord notification. Hey, good to see you, Scorpio TNT. And for anyone that is new to the stream that's just checking in, we're distributing a new playable character exclusively on CodeLinker for Gaiden Deathly Delusion Destroyer. So go ahead and enter your code link into the chat. Alright, let's do a mission here. Who we got? What do we got? We got Gold, Prospector. Oh, I was doing like a... This is technically a Guardians reunion because Karn is in Guardians and Metal Exterminators. Oh, I think what we'll probably do that tomorrow. If I live stream tomorrow, I'll have Karn for Guardians and Metal Exterminators. Here we go. It's Karn's week, baby. We'll do Fancy Trick Shot. I think that increases his technique, so he'll do more damage. That was big damage. Holy crap. Okay, well, gonna Blizzard Gun those guys. 228. What's Karn's got? Flamethrower going on. I might just oil stream this first guy. See, it goes pretty far, which is that already did 612. So I picked an easy battle, of course, so I could just grind for equipment. You can see his charge meter goes up pretty quickly, 13 charge speed. And of course, if I had better equipment, he would be faster. I'll just flamethrower that guy and get to 408. Awesome. Thanks, Karn. Just joined the party. Excellent. I'll slap those glasses on him. I had some goggles, but I think they weren't that good. Okay, you know what? I think I'm just gonna... I'm still here. I think I will just turn off my webcam. I think that's a good idea. I'm just gonna eat my food here and not have to worry about it. I'm still here, don't worry. You can post your link codes in the chat. Oh, -3. You're dreaming. Yeah, I'll take the vest. Might do this. Here we go. Oh, loud snacker. You see that? How Gold called over all the enemies right to his spot? That's Gold's ability. So anytime Gold eats an item, his ability called Loud Snacker activates, and it calls all of the enemies over to him. So it sort of taunts the enemies because he eats so loudly. So that's specific to Gold. He's the only character that has Loud Snacker, I think. So we saw that activate just then. Oh, I turned my camera off because I'm eating, and I don't want to be gross on camera. Hey, I got a level 4 vest. Look at that. Nice. I'll take it. I'll take it. Now, if we have a look at Gold's ability here, I'll just click on Gold, and we can have a look at his ability that activated during battle. Okay, here we go. And we're back, I think. Everyone, okay, I finished my breakfast. Thanks for the recommendation. Svenny, good to see you. Thanks for coming and hang out on the stream. Let me get you your code now. So yeah, what we saw during battle, I had Gold use Cheesy Moose Antlers and I wanted to fill up the charge meter for my party, and Loud Snacker activated. I totally forgot about it. So every time Gold uses an item, all of the enemies will go and attack him. He has such a massive amount of HP, he can survive something like that. But also, Gold has, pardon me, he has Trick Shot and Electro Bomb, so Gold actually really benefits from being able, excuse me, he really benefits from being able to call the enemies over to him with a taunt. So that's actually, he's a really good character in this game. Okay, Svenny, I'll get your code now. FAVEP. Alright, and this is for Svenny. SVENNY. Okay, we got CDPKM. Great, awesome. And Spiral, your other SD card. Let me see here. FQBMW. Did I do that right? Nope, I got a typo in there. BMW. FQBMW. CUHKT. Alright, no worries. Scorpio, you don't seem to have the Loud Snacker trait. I was trying to not eat directly into the microphone. Luna Knights, thought you got abducted from the creature last night. That was pretty fun. We were on live stream, if anyone missed it. We were just hanging out, having a bonfire, and some creature came out of nowhere. It was all clomping through the bushes all around me. It was pretty creepy. Sonic Kirby Star. Do the characters ever mention the looks of the monsters being all fleshy, or is it just they are hostile? So that's also one of the reasons why the grotesque monsters, the actual monsters, only ever show up at nighttime. And so that leaves room for plausible deniability now. So during the daytime, where people can clearly see, it's only the animals. And the monsters only appear at night, so there's plausible deniability that people may not even actually fully see the monsters clearly. So it's plausible to say, oh, that's not a monster, it was just some kind of messed up animal, because it's implied no one ever really gets a clear look at the monsters in the nighttime because it's so dark. So that's where the logic is there. David, good to see you. Thanks for coming to hang out. I'll do your code link now. Let me open up my key tool here. All right, David. Let's see, we got HANCQ. Generate, okay. So this is for King God David. We got EDHIN. There we go. So what I want to do pretty soon actually is I want to log into Ruby River, and I've got that rabbit really close to my house. So what I'm going to do next, I'll finish these codes. Oh, thanks, Emily. I'm glad you're enjoying the music. This is Guardians and Metal Exterminators music. Okay, and then who was it? David Klein. Okay, here we go. I'll get your link code for you. Get your new playable character, TMJ DV. Hopefully, I didn't get a typo here. CQPJS. Okay, fantastic. Oh, we got Guardians and Metal Exterminators theme music here. Let me just finish my mission. What do we got? What do we got going on here? I'm gonna Blizzard gun these guys. Luckily I caught the tail end. Oh, okay, that didn't do enough damage. See, luckily the Cryo Bomb, if your Cryo Bomb user is in the middle two slots, they'll be able to hit every enemy. If you have Cryo Bomb, it's kind of a waste to put your characters at the first or last slot because they're gonna miss some of the enemies. So that's my recommendation. If you've got a bomb ability, one of the elemental bombs, put them in one of the middle slots so you can hit everyone. Okay. So I do want to pick up the items here. We got shiny metal. What do we got? We got a Waking Lotion 4-pack. We got tough fabric and a longbow. Nice, that was free. Okay, let's go ahead and swap over to Ruby River, and I've gotten so close to getting that Wabbit. Okay, we're gonna wrap up. Again, we'll just have a quick look again. For anyone that is new to the chat or just jumping in now, we're distributing Karn Delance, new playable character for Gaiden Deathly Delusion Destroyers. Probably tomorrow, we will distribute Karn for Guardians of Metal Exterminators. So check in and see if I'm live streaming tomorrow, and you can get Karn, and you can hang out with him in the 80s. So, alright. Let's switch over to Ruby River, and we're going to catch some Wabbits. It's Wabbit season. Oh. Alright, we'll close out of that. We'll close out of that. We're finished with that now. Alright. Great, and we'll swap over to there. Okay. Well, I wonder if I should change the time of day. I think it's still sunset in there. Let me just pick up my controller. Okay, fantastic. Go ahead and boot into Ruby River. We're so close to catching that Wabbit, everyone. I can feel it. We're so close. The Sonic Kirby Star dramatic irony. We all know what they look like. Yeah, we all know what the monsters look like. So what I want to do later on in the stream as well, I'm going to share some behind the scenes stuff. I'll show you what the HD art assets actually look like for Gaiden Deathly Delusion Destroyers, because I created all the assets in the highest resolution possible, and then I scaled them down to fit on the 3DS. We're going to leave chill mode off so that we can fight some enemies. I do want to earn some experience points. So I'm just going to click on start here. And again, this is version 1.1. Hopefully we can launch this soon. Nintendo is currently processing this update, so hopefully they'll finish processing it and we can have it launched pretty soon. I remember where we are. Okay, I was building a lake house. So I'm in the far southeast corner of the environment. So if you guys want to build a lake house, it has a pretty flat bottom. I'm using platforms, so pretty nice there. Again, I'm running this in an emulator. It runs much better on hardware. Okay, so what we'll do is ingredients. I'm going to put on my speed armor. There we go. +2 on movement speed, and let me prepare my build as well. So I want to go to standalone. I'm not going to skip it this time. Furniture, standalone, and I'm going to these short fences. And I'm going to use these. I'm going to wrangle that Wabbit right into my house, and he's going to have a friend forever. Richard Rogue, hey, thanks for coming to hang out. Good to see you. Jimculus, hey, Nintendo approved my Wii U data transfer request. Excellent. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. That's a relief. That's great. So you'll have all your stuff now, right? You won't lose any of your purchases. I'm just gonna have a quick look. I think there's a bunch of wheat here. No, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. So before I pick all of this stuff up, I'll put my wilderness pants on, and then I'll get that +2 on the pickups. So, hooray! There we go. And again, wheat is mostly for cooking, but if you're low on stamina, it's pretty good to just shove a bunch of wheat into your mouth, and that'll fill up your stamina. If you're getting chased by enemies, that's a good way to keep your stamina up so you can escape. I might do a cloth run as well. I know usually right about there's cloth near the river. Anyway, I'm gonna rush on back to my house, and let's catch a Wabbit. Okay, Richard Rogue, let me do your code for you. So while I'm running to my house, I'll do Richard's code. So if you are just joining and you're new to the chat, we're distributing a new exclusive character today. So enter your link code into the chat. And hopefully I don't lose that goat as well. So we have FDFWX. Okay. This is for Richard. We got CGLUU. Go ahead and enter that into your code linker, Richard, and that will get you your new exclusive playable character. As you saw, he's a pretty good technical fighter, and he can self-boost. He's got good damage options. He's going to be pretty good for boss fights, and also a little bit of crowd control. All right, I'll pick that up. Thank you. What do we got here? All right, we got some berries. Nice. Okay, anything else to pick up? We're good. Okay, we got our wabbit. Oh, I didn't even realize how close that wabbit was. Oh, he's so wascally. What a wascally wabbit. Okay. And hopefully, I'm going to save now, and hopefully I don't get... There he is. There's my little friend. Let's hope I don't get attacked by enemies, because if they mess up my house, I'm going to be pretty unhappy. Let me pick this up. Okay, I'm saving heaps because I don't want to mess this up. Alright, here we go, guys. Let's work fast. Oh, we got to watch out for this tree as well. So we need to get him straight over there. Oh, he's raring to go. He wants to be my friend. Alright. Let's not mess this up. Okay. Don't mess it up. Do I have to get rid of this tree? I think I'm just going to leave that. Because I said I didn't want to cut the trees near my house. I just wanted to leave them for, Ow, what's behind me? Dang it. Oh, no, there's like a slope here. It doesn't like the slope. This is problematic. This is very problematic. I gotta see what else I can build. I might have to do like a series of chairs. I'll go to furniture. Yeah, unfortunately, if... see, there's a slope. If there's a slope, you can't build the large stuff. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. Shoot fire, guys. Shoot fire. Oh, you know what? I think I know what I can build. Let me take this chair back. I'm thinking I build a log, right? I'll go to structure. What do we got here? Thin wall, short, window, wall, door. Not a flat log, right? Maybe a flat log will do it. Crap. This spot is cursed. We're gonna have a gap in the fence. Uh-oh, that's not great, is it? That's not. Okay. We're gonna have a gap in the fence, and we're just gonna have to hope this guy doesn't escape. Oh no. Okay, there's gonna be a gap. That's how it is. We have no choice. Okay, we need to curve it. We need to go this way now. Oh, that's freaking me out. I don't like that at all. Man, this is our fate. We have no choice here. We have no choice. I'm not happy about this at all. I think we need to curve it more now at this point. There we go. This thing is... I gotta move that guy. Alright, let's go ahead and move it. Okay. We're trying to corral this rabbit to the house. Maybe it'll be fine. Who knows? Who knows? And if he escapes, I will be sad. I'll be very sad. Because I really want him to be my wabbit friend, and I want my goat to have a friend to live with. Someone sent me a message the other day, and they said they were playing very early morning, so it was still nighttime in the game, and they captured a couple monsters, and they kept them in a fence, and so he waited for sunrise, and so he had them even during the daytime. He had kept them in a fence, so I thought that was pretty funny. All right, so I think I'm gonna use some furniture. I'll put some chairs on the side here. Chair. There, and then there. And that way, also, the goat shouldn't be able to escape at that point as well. Just put another chair there. And I'll put a chair here. And then that should stop the goat from escaping. Alright, everyone. Let's see. Let's see how we do. Oh, I don't like that gap at all. I don't like it. Ooh, we're gonna save it, and then we're gonna see what happens now. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, Wabbit. If I stand here, maybe that'll stop him. And I'm kind of worried that some monsters will show up because I don't have sound. Oh no, there's a gap over there. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Come on. I'm thinking like that. There we go. Okay. Come on, turn around. Turn around, little friend. Turn around. You can do it. Dang it, this dumb slope. Oh, it's ruining everything. Alright, I'll catch up with the chat here. Richard Rogue, so how do you transfer items between games? So you have to play through Gaiden, Deathly Delusion Destroyers through the story up until a certain point, and once you reach a certain point in the game, you'll see an option to visit the river, and when you see that option, you'll be able to put weapons into a box and send it down the river. And once you have a box going down the river, you search along the riverbank in Ruby River, and there'll be a random number of boxes. So there might be 1 box, there might be 6 boxes. So you can get heaps of items sent over from Gaiden 3Ds. And then you can also put armor in the boxes. So in Ruby River, you can build armor, and you can put that in the box and send it back, and you'll get exclusive, unique armor that's elemental that'll protect you. So have a look there. You see, I have a button that says river. It's not focusing, is it? There, river. So I'm going to open that. I'm clicking on river, and then they'll visit. I'm waiting for this rabbit, dude. Come on, I'm going to get... A monster is going to show up and damage my house. I know it. I can feel it in my bones. Come on, man. I'm waiting. I don't want to hit him. Come on. Come on, little friend. Oh, you. All right. Okay, so here I'm at the river. So in this save file, I've already sent items across. So now I need to go open Ruby River and pick up the items. See, the box is not appearing for me right now. But if I go and pick up the items from Ruby River, then the box will reappear there and I can send more stuff. David Klein, you accidentally used a different... Oh! Ah! Yes, my little friend. Okay. Come on, little friend. Come on, you can do it. Turn around. Go, go, go. Come on. Uh-oh, did I pinch him? Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Sorry, little friend. My bad. Come on, you can do it. Come on. Oh, David, which game did you use? Because this is... Karn comes from, he comes from a game that hasn't been announced yet. So all the code linker data for him, it's all the same source. Okay, let's see if I don't mess this up, right? I just want to go to structure. Some people have already figured out with clues and hints what future game that's unannounced that Karn comes from. All right, so we're going to open this up. Yes, this is it. This is it. Come on, go in there. Go in there. No, I hit the rabbit. I hit him. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh no. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, crap. This guy just opened up my fence. My goat's gonna escape. Nope, they're in there. Hold on, hold on. Ugh. There we go. Whew. Okay, cool. I told you a monster was going to show up. I told you. Crap. Okay. Hold on. He's damaging my house. He's breaking my armor as well. What's my armor health? Okay, come on. Come on. Get away from my stuff. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, he's too fast. Okay. Okay. Don't know where... You better not damage my obby. Ooh, if you damage my obstacle course, I will not forgive you. That was close. I almost lost my goat. Can you believe that? Holy crap. Okay, I want to go to standalone. I want to get to my traps. And now you will die. There we go. I'm going to build that right on you. Die. Die, die! I built it right on him. Hey, you can do it. That's how the game works. Yeah, I'll just drop in spike traps on top of that guy. Get my stuff back here. Yeah, make sure you take your stuff back if you can. I might want to tidy up those fences in there, but yeah, I accidentally hit my rabbit. Hopefully my goat didn't get damaged by that enemy too much. And looks like we're good. We're good. I'm really sorry that I hit my rabbit. He looked pretty sad that I hit him. Chance Paladin. I have 3 down stars. I have the rest. I can't wait to try them all. I'm so excited. Thanks for that, Chance. I hope you have a great time playing all the games. And remember, you can do the code linker for all the games that you own, and you can move your characters across from one game to another. Svenny, your ability to transfer data between games, such as Code Linker or the Ruby River transfer, is simply mind-blowing. Yeah, I love that kind of stuff in games. When I'm designing games, I approach them as a gamer first. So I think, what would I really like? What would I think is really cool? And so I just come up with ideas that I think people would really enjoy. So that's how I approach my games, is just come up with something cool. I thought I saw something shiny over here. I was very distracted. Yay! I need that. Okay, so luckily oh, my wilderness pants. See, it's at 50? So I took my pants got damaged, but luckily it protected me, so... it's at 50%. I hope I don't lose it. Nice. I'm gonna go enjoy my friends now, my little wabbit friend. I'm gonna go in my house and have a look, and I'll show you guys the obstacle course. If you haven't seen the obstacle course yet, we'll run through it. So I think it'd be fun if anyone wants to play this through an emulator. If you guys want, at some point, you know, maybe we could share save files and we can make obstacle courses and share them across. I don't know, whatever you want. We'll see. But we did it. We finally got a rabbit, and it was pretty dramatic because he saw that giant mutated rabbit come clomping in. And I almost lost my goat. You saw it. My goat was about to walk out. But I think it was the power of friendship, you know, that my goat didn't leave. He stayed there. So I think he enjoyed being my friend. Yes, I have 2 friends now. I'm pretty amped about this. Yeah. I got a little bunny rabbit. Uh-oh. Whoa, I better... No, I don't think he can escape through there. That's fine. That's not a big deal. He's fine there. So now I have a little wabbit. Where'd you go, little wabbit? Yay! This guy's zooming. Are you seeing this guy? He's kind of freaking out, too. I hit him earlier. He's probably not real happy about that. So I have a little wabbit friend, which is very nice. And I have a goat, which is nice as well. So I got 2 friends in here. That's pretty cool. There's a second goat I'm going to try to grab. Oh, that platform is sitting... That platform's floating because it's actually sitting on the fence. Alright. Cool. So we got a little wabbit. We got our goat. That rabbit is zooming. Look at him go. I'm not real happy about that. I think I need to fix this fence here. Whoa! I'm gonna save, and I'm gonna try and put another fence there, and hopefully he doesn't escape while I'm putting the fence up. See, that's the angle, and it should be like that. Okay. Whoa! I'm worried about my rabbit. I'm just gonna double save again. He's freaking out, man. Okay. Break. On. Build. Oh, that's much better. That's much better. Okay, cool. Alright, cool. And we got our goat just sort of chilling there. I can't jump on my rabbit, can I? Okay. So this is like my staircase, this bookshelf here. This is the only way I can get out of here. Okay, there we go. I'm pretty amped about that, really. I think this is good progress. We've done it. Well done, everyone. Antonis, after the update of Ghoul Busters, we will have a ton of new characters. Yeah. Heaps of the characters from the other games will be able to cross over into Ghoul Busters, and it'll be a brand new RPG-focused mode where it's the same battle system as the main game in Frontier, in Ghoul Busters, but it'll be just horde battles now, and you'll be leveling up your characters, customizing your equipment and your skills. You'll be collecting new weapons and new skills all the time. Let me just grab this stuff here. Did I put my pants on? I think I do have my pants on. Yeah. Pick up my items. So you can farm your own stuff as well. So you know you have your fur stands. You get your eggs out of these. Oh, there's no eggs there yet. There's heaps of stuff you can farm. You can farm heaps of your own materials as well. So be sure to set up for farming as well. Yeah, I kind of have my house over there. I'll just walk over. I haven't really finished working on it, but I'll show you what the deal is in here. And I sort of do like a mirror's edge sort of thing along the top of that. This is a security measure. I don't want people visiting me, so I make a house where people have a hard time getting in. I got a table and chair here. I get to sit and watch the sunset. I can look out the window. Gee, what a nice view. And I think this is my bedroom, so this is how I go to bed here. There we go. And that's how I go to bed. Nice. I like the windows. I like having a view of the outer world, and this is why I didn't want to cut the trees around my house, because I just want to have that nice view outside. You know, looking out the windows, just enjoying the view. Okay, so I'll show you the obstacle course now. Lunar Knights, we're going to drive home, so just going to listen. We'll give you my code link later. Yeah, we'll see you in the Discord, Lunar Knights, and I'll do the code link for you there. So don't rush. Have a safe drive. Ah, I didn't do that correctly. You're supposed to run along the top of that fence, and then that's how you cross over. I messed that up. So for anyone that's new, that's just joining the stream, welcome. Good. Thanks for coming around to hang out. We're distributing a brand new character for Karn Delance in Gaiden Deathly Delusion Destroyers. So from your title screen, if you're new to the game, go ahead and open the code linker and you'll see a code there when you go to use key code. Enter your code in the chat below. It's blue. Enter your blue code there, and I will give you a key code that's specific just for you, special, and you'll be able to have a new party member. So you can't obtain that character in-game otherwise. This is the only way to get him. Envy. The update will come to 3DS. Envy, yes, for Ghoul Busters. I can't guarantee that Nintendo can hold the door open on that, because they've already held the door open for a very long time so I could get these games to you. But I am working on the update for Ghoul Busters for the 3DS. I'm going to send that to them and then hope that they can process it and get it through. Ooh, I almost fell just then. Did you see that? Whoa. Envy, let me do your code now. Okay, this is Envy. MDAHN. Generate. And I'm going to actually go to my music, and I'm going to VGGNK. There we go. And that's for Envy. The code that I just put in there is for Envy. All right, let's all enjoy some coffee. David, you did such a good job with this game. I'm already 5 hours into it. Hey, thanks for that. I appreciate that. I hope you're having a great time, and I hope we can all just keep playing it and enjoying it for a long time. You know, I really wanted to make a game that would just last a long time, since it was going to be the final 3DS game. So that's what I did my absolute best to give something that we can enjoy for a long time. And both Gaiden 3Ds and Ruby River, I wanted them to be things that you can enjoy for a long time. So that's my obby there. You just got to avoid the spikes. Don't fall on them. And this is the fun part here. You kind of have to walk along the fences here. Whoop. Whoop. There we go. Yeah. And there. Oh! I almost landed on that one. That was really close. And yep, nailed it. Nailed it. Cool. I'll add on more. I'll add on more to the obstacle course as well. And eventually we'll see how we go. Maybe I'll post like the save file online, and then you guys can try it. But I'm going to build it up more. So, oh, you know what I'm thinking would be cool? Right, some of those, I'll just add a little bit right now, okay? Like this. We want to do a pole stand. I think it's in standalone, right? Furniture, standalone. There's heaps of stuff you can build. You can build whatever you want. Tent. Oh, you know what would be cool if you had to run along the top of a tent, right? That'd be pretty fun. Oh, pillar. Is there enough? Can you? Yeah. You can jump across from there. So you have to go like this. What if you go like that? Whoa, there's not enough. There's not... Yeah, I reckon you could do that. I think if you take a running jump, you could probably do that. Okay, like that. Yeah, there's no way. Okay, so then you have to go then you have to go, let's see, I'm just guessing the distances here. I'm kind of thinking like that. And I want to curve away from the house a bit as well. Okay. Something like that. Yeah, I reckon you could make that. Oh, just barely. Oh, you'd have to run. That's it. You'd have to do a run. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Dang it. Oh man, it is tough playing this without sound, I'll tell you that. Otherwise I would have heard that enemy coming from a mile away. And I'm cold. I'm dying of the cold. Great. Great. I gotta go to number 7. Is my spike trap. I'll put a snare trap there. Snare traps are good because they have a wider area. They're not as strong, but it's easier to hit enemies with it because the snare traps are so big. Cool. I'll take that. And I'll break them, take my parts back. I'll probably get close to a bonfire now. So when I've used up my stamina. Yeah, I'll just go back to the house now, and then I'll move on to some other stuff in the streams as well. I've a bunch of stuff I want to share with you guys. So I'll share some behind-the-scenes stuff. I'll show you the HD art assets for some things. I'll just go inside my house. Hopefully there wasn't like 2 enemies that are going to like swamp me. Yeah. Oh, so just a quick tip here: if you guys are looking for cloth, so you see the river, you see where I am, right? Generally, the best place to find cloth. I put a landmark. You see up there? Envy, it worked. Awesome. Envy. I mean, if Fragrant Story can do an update after the eShop closes, you can too. There's no promise. All I can say is there's no promise or guarantee for how long we'll be able to do updates. We aren't promised that, which is why I'm being very careful. And I'm telling you, it's not a 100% guarantee. I'm working on updates for the 3DS games, but there is no guarantee that Nintendo will actually be able to roll them out. So here's where I am, and generally you're going to find cloth around here. I put a landmark so I can remember where to go. So I'm just going to have a look around, and I'm going to see if I can pick up some cloth before I log out of the game here and move on to the next part of our stream. So yeah, if you're new to the stream, we are distributing a new exclusive character today. That's Karn Delance for Gaiden Deathly Delusion Destroyers. And probably tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, we'll distribute him for Guardians and Metal Exterminators. So keep a lookout either tomorrow or the day after, and we'll get Karn for the 80s. I don't know what this is. This is going to be a fish, isn't it? What is it? Oh, okay, cool, got it. Nice. Okay, so yeah, if you want cloth, generally look around here. That may actually be a piece of cloth right there. And again, if you close these windows, your frames per second will be better. You'll have better performance in the game. I'll put on my wilderness pants. Yeah, this doesn't run faithfully because it's an emulator. I got rope, that's fine. So the emulator is actually worse than it is on hardware. What's up? Yeah, some more rope, that's fine. I'll take it. And if you see those wheat patches, you can get heaps of wheat from there. But I'm not looking for wheat right now. I just want a bit more cloth. Hopefully that might be a bit of cloth right there. So let's go ahead and grab that. More rope. I'm not going to complain. Don't complain about free things. But have a look around. Usually this is where cloth spawns. Cloth is the hardest stuff to find, really. It's the most rare item, and it's also what you need for armor as well. So it's good to scavenge for cloth. More rope. Not even going to complain. You need that for your gabled roof anyway. So, and your fences. Okay, I'm just going to try like a couple more items, and then if I don't find any cloth, I'll just move on anyway. No big deal. So yeah, in Gaiden 3Ds, after you send, after you get far enough in the game, and then you can send items down the river, explore the whole length of the river. Go east to west, because often more than one box of supplies will show up. I don't have it in this save file because the emulator doesn't work with Gaiden 3Ds. It keeps crashing, so that's why I haven't done that. I'm hoping that's cloth, and if not, this is going to be the last item I pick up here, so no big deal. And then we'll save it and call it quits. Rope, that's fine, no big deal. That just means I can build more stuff. We've got a nice view of the sunset here. And you know what's pretty good? You can also build like a tent, just a standalone tent. This will usually help you. Depends on what's going on, but it'll help you with like wind and rain. It'll get you out of the elements. And it's just cool. It's cozy. Look, now I've got a tent. Number one is bonfire, isn't it? Actually, I might want to rotate the tent, so I'm going to put a campfire. I'll put a campfire here, right? And again, you can use down on the D-pad as a shortcut. I'm going to take down my tent, and I'll just reorient it. Okay, and what number was tent again? Pillar, shade, slant, spy trap. It's just, I just wanted this to be just a relaxing, cozy experience for people, you know? Oh no, it doesn't, it doesn't like this angle here. I'm on a slant, aren't I? Come on. Okay, yeah, okay, that angle is fine. Okay, I'm gonna pick up my bonfire then. Pick it up, pick up the whole fire. There we go. Turn that back on to number one. Yeah, I just wanted people to feel like they're going on this cozy camping trip, and they get to do whatever they want. And there we are. Well, that's relaxing, and I'm dying of the cold, so no big deal. Cool, that's great. Anyway, we're going to save it there. I've got some other things I want to move on to as well. So, awesome. Got to run for now. Okay, Svenny, see ya. Thanks for hanging out on the stream. Take care. David, will we get chill mode Ruby River on 3DS before the store closes, or we'll be able to download it? So I don't know how much longer it's going to take for Nintendo to process, but I have a feeling that it chill mode probably won't launch until after the eShop closes. So no big deal. That's not a problem. Even after the eShop closes, I will definitely be able to roll this update out. This is the only update that I can promise you, and that's because Nintendo and I worked closely, and they made an exception because the game has a number of glitches right now. And they said that they'll be able to launch the game as long as I fix it as soon as possible. So this is the only one where I can really promise you that we have organized it with Nintendo to make sure this patch rolls out as soon as it can. But anything beyond that, there's no promise at how long they'll be able to hold the door open for us. Nikki, good to see you. Yes. It's Nikki, yes. So this will be for Nikki. It's for Gaiden 3Ds. Okay, Nikki, we have WFLRR. FIF, and that should do it. And you, Gamer, you are next. Okay, you, Gamer, let's see if I get your code correct. VPJVF. Okay, you, Gamer, ETPTW. And this is for your new exclusive playable character, Karn Delance. Okay, Chance, ZMT. Oop, I typed it in the wrong place. Oh, let's play some relaxing music here. Chance, ZMT, CP. And if it doesn't work, please let me know. It means that I've done a typo, so I'll redo it if it doesn't work for you. IQNIM. Okay. And that should do it. What about obtaining the game after the store closes? After March 27, you won't be able to purchase the game. If you have a download code, the download code won't work either. And I'm being attacked. I feel attacked. I'm feeling attacked. I'm just gonna, you know what? I can't right now. I can't even. So I'll just leave it, because I already saved. No big deal. It worked. Awesome. Thank you. Great. Let's go ahead and just bring in some Ruby River music. Let me load some in here. I recently ran a poll, and it looks like people either really like the sunrise music or the sunset music. How do you guys like the nighttime stuff? Do you like the night music? you think the enemies are scary in Ruby River? Do you think they are? I don't know. I have a hard time judging that sort of thing because I'm creating it, so I have a different kind of relationship to the game and the things in the game. So I can't tell if the enemies are scary. I can't tell if nighttime is scary. I don't know. Jose, good to see you. Thanks for coming to hang out. I'll do your code now, Jose. Chance, all of your music's awesome. I dig all of it. I appreciate that. Thanks. I'm working on the soundtracks as well, so hopefully I'll get that online. I want people to be able to listen to the music for free, of course, and then if they want, they can buy it, and they'll have the MP3s, and they can do whatever they want with the MP3s. Like put them on your Zune or your iRiver if you want. Okay, Jose, let's get this for you. Jose's code is LFVGN, LFVGN. So I want to share some behind the scenes stuff with you now. So we're having pretty fun time hanging out. We caught the rabbit. That was really exciting. I think it was launch day. We were hanging out on live stream and we actually caught that rabbit in the fence the first time. And now we've got the rabbit over in the house. It was really exciting. We even got attacked by an enemy at the same time. That was fun. So I'm feeling pretty victorious about that. UIPMK. And you know, it's not just my rabbit, it's your rabbit too. We all shared in the experience. It's all of our rabbit. UIPMK, fantastic. Yes, the Bear Army, yes, absolutely. So this is for Gaiden Deathly Delusion Destroyers. Go ahead and enter your link code in the comment section to get your new playable character. He's a pretty good all-rounder, a good technical fighter. Isai 2005, welcome. Let me do your code now. What do we got? Yes, excellent. Yeah, Laura and Ben put both of them in there. Yeah. Okay, VGYQG. VGYQG. This is for Isai. Okay, and this is EJSOX. Jose, it worked awesome. And so I think this is fun. There's enough clues in all of the games right now. If you have a look at everything. So specifically, Gaiden, not Gaiden, if you have 3 down stars, especially 3 down stars, and Galaxy Bound Curse, you can talk to Karn a bit as well. So I think with that, and then sometimes when Karn is in your campsite in Gaiden 3Ds, you can chat to him as well. And there is Heavy Shadow, which is the novel. If you go to silverfallsgame.com, you can read that for free as well. So, is this on random? Oh, it's on shuffle. Yeah, there we go. So, yeah, especially, so all the games out where Karn appears, if there's enough clues there, and with Heavy Shadow, where if you put all the clues together, you can figure out what game Karn is coming from. And it's an unannounced game. But there's enough clues in there where people have actually messaged me and they've guessed correctly what future game Karn is coming from. And I thought that was really cool that people are enjoying the series and they're putting all the clues together. And people have become their own MatPat. They've become their own game theory. They're messaging me and going, "Hey, so I saw this about Karn and that, and is this a game that he's going to come from?" And that's where the code linker data is coming from right now. So this is a game that I'm not even going to announce for a while. It's going to be in the distant future itself. Not distant, probably like 2 years. Probably within the next 2 years, I'll probably launch, maybe launch the game where Karn comes from. Oh, you just finished the story in the game 2 nights ago. Awesome. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had fun, and I hope you liked the characters in there. The characters that are in Gaiden 3Ds, most of them I've been writing them for years. So a number of them haven't even been introduced into the series before, and I've been sitting on all of this character development, all of this lore, all of this history, and I'm sitting on it in my documents, and I'm thinking like, man, I need to have an opportunity where I can finally get these characters introduced. And luckily, many of the characters that I'm writing just happen to fit in with Gaiden 3Ds really well. Okay, K HYX. Bear Army. Yay, CNNWU. Oh, you need to play 3 Down Stars soon. Yeah, if you need help, if you get stuck, we have our Discord. People are really friendly and helpful there. So sometimes we'll have people come in and ask when they get stuck at a part in 3 Down Stars, and then we'll help them out. So that's always fun. Okay, so I'm going to share some stuff with you. So what's a good screen to do this on? This is probably a good enough screen, you know. I'll turn around for a cool view. I really like this. The way that I was able to get the lighting, I think, looks kind of realistic, you know. For a 3DS game, that's the dynamic lighting and the color, I think, makes it really pop. Especially in stereoscopic as well. So let me, Cool, it's not ice cold coffee yet. Let me go ahead and show you some behind the scenes stuff here. So we're going to look at some HD art assets. What's a good way to do it? What's a good way to do this? I'm going to open up here. Opening my project file. See, I can't share my whole screen because there's going to be spoilers in there. That would be real bad. So I got my raw sprites here. Can I? Let me think about it. I'm just thinking right now. I'm using my thinking brain. I'll try this. So let's have a look at Gus. And I'll show you some secret stuff as well. Top secret. So I have my high resolution files here. I'll open this. Sort of. Okay, can I do this? What if I went like that? No, here, we'll do this. Okay, I'm gonna try something here, and hopefully I don't get any spoilers. So we'll go to window capture, image here. Okay. Yeah, sure. Okay, we'll do that. We'll do that. Let's get that out of the way there, and we'll go like this. Yeah, sure, that works. So this is the high resolution character art. It's really high resolution, isn't it? You can even see the character pores on the skin. But I rendered it at the highest resolution I absolutely could. So this is Gus. Oh, you know what? Let me go ahead. I'll show you the pattern that's on his shirt. So in April, we'll open the Silver Falls shop, and you'll be able to purchase T-shirts, posters, other souvenirs. You can get some Moose token bottle openers, hats. So things that people have been requesting for a while. So we'll be able to finally get those started. I didn't want to start the shop this month because everyone is pressured financially with the eShops ending. So I thought we'll wait until next month. So let me go ahead and show you the artwork. I'll show you the high resolution, clear artwork of what's actually on Gus's shirt. And I'm actually selling that shirt through the Silver Falls shop, so you can have the same shirt as Gus as well. So oh, I know where it is. I know. My brain got lost for a second here. So we go to graphics. And I think this is going to be the most high resolution version of the artwork I've ever shown anyone. So I think, oh, see, I need to open another window. Is that it? Okay, it looks like I do. It looks like that's how that works. Okay. Sure. This is the graphic that is on Gus's shirt. So you see Gus's shirt there. That's it. Yeah. 1912, Big Cock Classic beer, all new recipe. Yeah. And I just thought it'd be That'd be fun. You don't see that most of it, obviously, even when in like high resolution artwork. A lot of the shirt is covered by the plaid anyway. Yeah, I don't really have anything else. Okay, I'll close that one up now. Let's see, and you can see his sprite work. Let's go. So you know the sprite work in the games is pretty low resolution, right? But this is actually, I rendered them all out at pretty high resolution. So there we go. And the reason that took so much extra time and effort to render all this stuff in higher resolution and process it in high resolution is I knew there was a chance that Unity was going to give me issues all throughout development, and there was a chance that the game was not going to be approved for the 3DS. So throughout the entirety of development, I knew that there's a pretty good chance this isn't going to make it. And it's only because Nintendo had worked Miracle, and they saw how much people were supporting Silver Falls on the 3DS and Wii U, that they did allow it to come to the 3DS. So I had to make high-resolution stuff because I knew, okay, if this doesn't get through the 3DS, I have to bring it to the Switch. And I can't really waste time rendering everything a second time and then formatting a second time. So everything that is created for the game is created in really high resolution. But there would be things like I'd have to paint that out because there were polygonal issues with the rigging, things like that. And there's he's been defeated. There's using an item, and then I used tweening animations in Unity to scale and rotate and stretch, so squash and stretch and rotating, and that allowed me to animate the characters, at least to some degree, in Gaiden 3Ds. So these are just a single frame, but in Unity you can sort of flatten and squish the characters, stretch them out in certain ways, rotate them so they kind of look like they're bouncing around, and that gives the characters more life as opposed to them being just static. Cool. Yep, and there's the first frame of animation. He's not holding any weapon yet. The weapons are added in game, and then the next frame of animation, he swings forward, and then after that, you have your follow through as well. So yeah, every character has very high resolution sprites rendered for them. Here's a frame that was never used, where I thought characters might have a frame of animation where they're sitting at the campsite, so there was a chance that they could be standing or sitting, but it added too much pressure, or it put too much pressure on Unity's memory. So I took out all of the sitting sprites. Yeah, look, he even has, different sitting kinds, but his arm went through his leg, and it was just a pain having to, adjust every single character's sitting animation, so I kind of just left that out as well. So, yeah. Hey, okay, now you guys want to see some real cool stuff? Alright, we're going to swap over to something. Let me just hide all of the confidential things. And since we're going to do some White Inside Its Umbra behind the scenes stuff, so please give me just a moment. I'll prepare those things, but I need to hide anything confidential here. So please bear with me for a moment while I hide that stuff. And let's get some White Inside Its Umbra music in there. We have one of my favorite tracks that I wrote, and I almost didn't even remember writing it because I had written so many soundtracks so quickly. I almost forgot that I wrote this. This is The Manor for White Inside Its Umbra, and it's one of my favorite tracks that I've ever done for any of the games. Okay, hold on. Let me get your second code. Let me do that here. I'll do that now before I get this loaded up. Ooh. Okay, let me catch up with the chat here. Okay. Oh, did I do that? Okay, yeah, your second one, Laura. YTJQO. Okay, and sorry for waiting. HVPOL. Yeah, please let me know if that worked. Issei, I do like how you managed to give the illusion of 3D models in combat. It works really well. Oh, thanks. I'm glad you think so. It was a challenge. I had never done a game with that perspective before, and so a lot of it was just experimenting to see what I could get to look correct. You know what I mean? Okay, so I'm hoping. Okay, here's what I'm thinking I need to do. I need to grab the confidential stuff. I'll move that. I've got a couple monitors here. I'll put this one. Look, I think that'll be fine. Yeah, I think that'll work out. That'll be good. Okay, let's see this. That's not correct, is it? Work full screen? That's good enough. This is good enough. Okay, cool. Cool. Let me just catch up to the chat. So this is the workspace. This is a 0 chapter. So what I'll do is I'll just show you some behind the scenes stuff in how White Inside Its Umbra works, and I'll share some 0 chapter things. And yeah, we can just chat, hang out, and have a look at White Inside Its Umbra from a perspective that you wouldn't normally get to see it. So I'll just zoom out. So I don't want to spoil anything, so cover your ears, I guess, if you haven't played White Inside Its Umbra yet. But there's a section of the game that is indoors, and I wanted it seamless. And so what I actually did was that section, it's not in this map. It'd be hard to see. But say, for example, this is the starting area of White Inside Its Umbra. You start. Oh wow, this map is really big. You start here, and the indoor section of White Inside Its Umbra is actually. Hold on, let me just latch on to this here. I'll focus on that. Is actually buried well below the map. So I actually have it sitting here, and that's where the indoor area is, and that means that I can transition between the outdoor and the indoor area and not have any loading time. It's seamless. And you can't see that area. It's so far below the map, you'll never be able to see it. And it doesn't draw past a certain distance anyway, so that's how I was able to get the indoor and outdoor area. I could probably show you. I could switch over to that gameplay map later if you'd like to see it. Just comment if you want to see it. Luna Nights, to answer your question about night music, it gives me a sense of fear. I like all the music. Awesome, thanks. I'm glad to hear that. All right, let's go ahead and move around now. So to start out, look, we can have a look at some of our characters here, and you can see that the shadow distance doesn't go that far because I need to keep in mind the frame rate and performance. So I had to make it so the shadows don't draw too far. And you have Steel Heart. Let's see if there's anything under his hat. You want to see if there's anything under his hat? I don't know if he has anything under his hat. Where is it? I have a feeling his head should be there if I hide the hat. Let me go ahead and turn that off. Oh, no. So I hyper optimized this. I cut any polygons out that I absolutely didn't need. So with the other Silver Falls games, I usually it depends on what's going on, but I'll often have the characters' heads still there underneath the hat. But in this case, I needed to count my polygons, so there are no polygons under the hat. Okay. Oh, Laura, let me try. I may have gotten a typo. I'll try again. Try the code again. I think I typoed here. I'm looking at it. Why? Yeah, I'm sorry. I typoed here. That's my mistake. YTQJO. There we go. I typoed. HXPOL. That should work. Yeah, there's no numbers in link code. I just put something in wrong. Sorry about that. Isai, gonna hop off for now. Good luck on the rest of the stream. Take care. Thanks for hanging out. Good to see you, Isai. Certainly no brains or soul. Oh, that's harsh. Is this map from the Wii U game? Yes. This map is for White Inside its Umbra. So this is the Wii U map. You dream of having something like that on the 3DS, but it's just a dream. It's just a dream. We have Wood Wheeler here. Let's go ahead and have a look at him. You know, and these are the kind of details that I really try to focus on, just eye-catching in terms of contrast and whatnot. I generally make shiny materials shinier than they would be in real life, because in-game you're not viewing the world the same way that you would in real life. You have different perspectives in the game. You have different viewing angles. So when you have things that are more shiny than they should be, they're more eye-catching in the game world. And there's a more visual distinction between soft materials, like matte materials and shiny materials. So that's why I try to make things shinier than they would be, is they just catch the light better, and they overall have better expression visually. These are his shoes. These are, so part of this character's hobby is he likes leather working, and so he kind of made his own custom shoes here, just for like a cool look. Yeah, he's got these cool gloves that he's got as well. And if you start at the game, make sure you grab those snacks. I think the last time I did this on stream, I forgot to grab the snacks. That was ridiculous. That just helps you move much faster, doesn't it? But yeah, every single blade of grass, every flower I hand placed. It's entirely bespoke. I didn't use any like automatic foliage, generator. So I wanted everything to have meaning and make sense. And subtly, the vegetation in the game does actually guide you. When you go into an area that's off-path, the foliage is in such a way to visually, you can feel like you're going somewhere off-path. And in general, it will try to guide you. But I still wanted the path itself to be visually interesting as well. So we have Kathleen here. Her eyeballs are missing, which is a little upsetting, and I don't like that. So let's go ahead and see what the deal is. We'll just turn those back on. That was upsetting to look at, wasn't it? So there we go. She's got a cool look. So usually her signature look, she's got like a hair ornament. She's got some feathers and like some jewelry in there. But this is 6 months ago, so she doesn't really have that yet. She admires her friend Romanik. She thinks he's just the coolest. And Romanik admires her. He thinks that she's just tough and strong and has such a great positive attitude. So they're good friends, but there's a bit of guilt there with the friendship, because Romanik, as you sort of talk to him a bit more, he wants to explore more. This is his first time hiking, and he's thinking about all the cool places he could go hiking. And he feels really bad because he feels like he shouldn't go without Kathleen. But he knows that there's places where he won't be able to go if he's with Kathleen, because she has limited mobility. And so there's, and Kathleen knows that. She also understands that. So she feels really bad asking Romanik to keep driving her around. And that's why in 3 Down Stars we see Kathleen on her own on a hiking trail trying to make it on her own. And it's not going so great for her. Hey, it works. Awesome. Zooming in on the crotch. Drew Heaven. Reasons why I'm impressed that Ruby River does what it does. I'm just so happy I could get you guys one last game. I promised you a game, and I really wanted to get it to you. This was such a fun game to play as a couple, one person holding the gamepad and the other person with Miyamoto and nunchucks. Yeah, I'm awesome you guys played that. That's awesome. I'm so glad you guys played that together. I really wanted it to be played with someone else as well. That's why I had the nunchuck controls, because I thought, well, this is cool. People can enjoy the game together. And that's how I enjoyed survival horror games with my siblings and my cousins and my friends, as we would sit around and we would play the survival horror games together. This is a unique look for Romanik. He normally has his work hat on, the chunky chicken. So this is one of the instances where he's not wearing his work hat. And I'm trying to get polos made, but the polos are very expensive. I think they're like $40, so we don't have chunky chicken polos yet. but at some point in the future we will have the chunky chicken polos. And this is what was so like complicated and difficult, because the textures on the characters in Umbra, they're actually really high resolution, and the models are pretty high resolution. So the fact that I was able to get so many characters into one world map, and they're all in memory, you know, there's no loading in or out, because we know how horrifying things get. You have those horrible skeleton monsters that we've been seeing in big AAA games. That's why I wanted everything loaded into memory. I didn't want anything horrifying happen. And here's Danteo. I had to rush through all of these characters. I had to rush through reformatting all of the graphics. Like the specularity on his character isn't even right. Like the eyebrows are way too shiny. It's shiny inside the nose. All of the characters, I had to rush through it because I had such little time. That's stuff that I would want to fix, absolutely, if I were to spend more time on the games. But there's a small visual detail on his sort of outdoorsy bracelets, is that they are the colors of the South African flag. And that's where he's from. He, talks about it a bit in the games. And we distributed Danteo earlier a couple days ago. So yeah, I hope you didn't miss out on him. But he's a really good support character. He's probably one of the best support characters, I think. Just has great support abilities. He can keep refilling your items as well, or his own items. Man, look at the resolution on those shoes. That's really high resolution for the Wii U. Shoot. Yeah, that's high resolution stuff. And because this was 6 months ago, I had to quickly find a way to make the characters look kind of different from, their 3-down stars looks. So certain characters, I changed parts of their clothes a little bit, but I wanted them to look consistent. Heaven, yeah, that sounds about right for cost of a custom polo. It's a bummer. People are asking for Silver Falls polos. I can get shirts at reasonable prices. I think we're probably, after shipping, we're probably looking at like 15, 20 bucks or something like that. Just, the starting base price. But polos, that's too expensive. I don't want it. I don't want that. Okay, let's have a look at the next character. Let's go ahead and, oh hey, let's get the map and zoom on over here. So we have Gus, and I wanted to give him a different look. So he's not wearing his big cock shirt. Instead, he's actually wearing a Wrangler's shirt. So I had to make a second shirt for him. And I'll be selling Wrangler shirts eventually in the Silver Falls shop as well. So here's Gus, and yeah, I think this is the first time we get to see him in HD. So that's pretty exciting. We get to hang out, have a chat with him, and have a talk. Yeah, I think he translates pretty well into the 3D space. And there's the Bear Army. The scariest thing I've seen is the glitching character model in one of the MLB games. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. I've seen videos of those. It's horrifying. You get the teeth, the face melts, the eyes, freak out. And that's, I have an internal style guide, for my development in my studio. And that's, just rules to follow when creating anything in the series. And never can there be any situation where a character is depicted like that. Like, characters 100% absolutely must depicted accurately and correctly. Everything must be on model. So that would not be allowed in my book. We have a character named Wirium, who is actually one of the first playable characters in Galaxy Bound Curse. He's one of the characters in the bar. So we haven't really met him in HD. Well, actually, we have. We have met Wirium in HD because he's in White Inside Its Umbra. So White Inside Its Umbra is the first time you meet Wirium in HD. But Wirium is actually a code linker character. So he will actually be joining White Inside Its Umbra, and he'll be joining Gaiden Deathly Delusion Destroyers as well at some point in the future. So if you find him, you can have a chat, you can learn a bit about him. This is an instance where I actually ran out of time. Otherwise, I would have cut the polygons from the sleeves, and I did not have time. But he's wearing a Midnight Falcons Never Ending Road shirt, and that is something that we'll have in the Silver Falls shop when the shop goes live. So we'll give him his vest back. There we go. I don't know, does Wirium appear in 2 places here? So Yeah, otherwise the only other place you see Wirium is Galaxy Bound Curse on the Game Boy Color. Oh, that sent us way back here. And it was tough getting hair to even look like that. Even on the Wii U, I'm very happy with how it looks on the Switch, but it took so much effort and work. It was really tough to get that look. Hey, we got a character over here. We got Fort Fordero. This is a shirt that I would like to offer in the future as well. It's not going to be on the Silver Falls shop when we launch, but I'll be adding that shirt later on. That is a heck of a mustache he has, Your Heaven. Yeah, I think Silver Falls dudes, I think they're pretty proud of their mustaches. They're about them strong mustaches here. So that shirt says extra wet, and it's kind of a play. This is the Silver Falls version of Super Dry, I think. It's extra wet. And if you, I have a high resolution version of this pattern as well, but that says, I think that says beautiful boy in Japanese. So yeah, that's just a brand of clothing. And again, like I didn't have time to finish the specular maps for the characters, so you'll find their noses are too shiny on the inside. It bothers me, but again, I had so little time to create this game, and then also move on to the next games as well. So this is Fort Fordero, and actually, I think the first time you meet him in this series is the Heavy Shadow novel, because Heavy Shadow was out first. But this is the first time we meet him in the games. Yes. Yes. And when Heavy Shadow launches with the paperback, so very soon Heavy Shadow will be all finished. I'm going to do another few edits to make sure everything is just right. We will launch the Heavy Shadow paperback, and the paperback will come with its own code linker system. So you will be able to use the code linker to take characters from the Heavy Shadow novel and move them into the games, and they'll be playable. So the character, we won't be doing an early distribution. We'll be waiting for Heavy Shadow, the novel, to launch. So when Heavy Shadow launches, Fort Fordero will actually become playable in Wide-Sided Umbra and Gaiden Deathly Delusion Destroyers. So that will be the character that you get. Bear Army. Oh, OMG, I wanted to get the novel. Can't wait for a hard copy. Awesome, thanks. Yeah, and there will be the code linker in the book, and it'll tell you how to use it. And some of our testers, already have the characters, and they were pretty amped that a book could connect to the games. So people were shocked that I said you could connect a Game Boy Color game to the Wii U, but wait until you can connect a book to your 3DS. All right. Oh, we've already had a look at Wood, Romanik. Who else have we got here? Yeah, Steven, you're waiting for the hard copies. Much prefer physical books. Same. They're just way easier to look at visually. So I actually had to massively... me personally, I broke my rule a little bit. I had to cut down the poly count on Annalise so far, because there were already so many characters that if even one of the characters' poly counts was a little bit higher, then the Zero chapter would have crashed. I was really pushing the memory on Wii U, so I had to overkill optimize. I call it OKO. It's not an industry term; it's just an in-studio term. So I call it OKO, overkill optimize, and I had to overkill optimize on Ruby River, Gaiden 3Ds, and Wide-Sided Umbra, because I was really pushing the hardware at this point. And her poly count is so low. I'm not really happy with Annalise's model here. Her eyes and her cheeks don't look right, but I had to accept it because I was running so short on development time. You can see she's not wearing her wristbands, which is kind of her signature look. She doesn't have her side pack, and that is because this game is 6 months ago. And I wanted these characters to feel different, and Annalise is she is different. She's different from this point compared to who she is and what she is in 3 Down Stars. She's just a bit of a different person, and I wanted to visually convey that. So here, it feels like something's missing from Annalise, and that was the feeling that I wanted to communicate. So visually, you look at her and you feel like something's wrong, you feel like something's missing. And that's part of the visual storytelling with these characters. Who do we got? Ah, I really like this character. Tardy to the party. Ooh, Road Past Guild RPG. Knights of Me. Yeah, welcome. So, no, we're looking at White Inside Its Umbra. This is all zero chapter stuff right now. Actually, we're hanging out, we're having fun. What I'm going to do is boot into story mode after we're done looking at the characters, and I'll show you the indoor areas and how I got that to work. This is one of my favorite characters to write dialogue for. I really enjoy writing for $1 Million Buck, and I really enjoy writing for Helen. So this is Helen Sparta. Her husband is Troy Sparta. Um, she's missing something. Oh, this is so what I'm showing you is a slightly older build than what actually launched. She's supposed to have some jewelry on here, so she's missing stuff. So this build is a little old. I work across multiple workstations, but then that also logically means that I make backups along the way as I move from one workstation to another. That also allows me to get multiple things done at once. So she's missing some jewelry. I don't like it. It doesn't look right. She's supposed to have a necklace thing going on there. But this is one of my favorite characters to write for. Hello, Nag007. Thank you. Let me get your code for you. 007. All right, 007. And again, if you are new to the stream, we're distributing a new character for Gaiden Deathly Delusion Destroyer. So please go ahead and enter your link code. So 007. Let me do your code now. UOCWI. Generate. Cool. Okay, 007, I've got your code here. And that is DSIUC. Please let me know if that doesn't work. It means that I've done a typo, but I think that looks right. Okay. We'll play our Manor music again from White Inside Its Umbra. Desdenova Light. You'd like one as well? It's Karn Week, baby! It is Karn Week. And either tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, we'll distribute Karn for Guardians and Metal Exterminators. So if you're enjoying Guardians, please look forward to that. And Karn will have his signature 80s look. So I'm pretty excited to share that code link with you. So that's either tomorrow or the day after. So let's see, we got Helen. Do we have any other characters to look at? I also need to avoid the spoilers here. Hey, our dude! We got our dude here. Ready? Hey, there's our dude. So there's a bit of visual storytelling that I do with Atticus as well. So as his modern look, as he appears throughout the games, sometimes he'll have a wrist guard on his left arm, sometimes his right arm, and sometimes both. So I want to visually just show you over the course of a couple appearances that he is in ambidextrous archer. So he could shoot left-handed or right-handed. It doesn't matter to him. So that's why you see his arm guard change places in throughout his different appearances. He also has holders so he can attach a quiver to either the left or the right side. So in this situation, he's got him on both. There is a visual detail that's missing that irritates me. And I'll tell you about it now just to get it off my chest. He is supposed to have, and I didn't have time to model it, so that's what irritates me. He's supposed to have a folding bow on his back. And it's based off a real metal folding bow, which exists. You can grab them on eBay for pretty cheap, you know, probably like $150 or something. But he is supposed to always have an emergency bow with him, and that's actually what the holster is for. The holster is supposed to hold that bow in place, so wherever he goes, he can just use his folding bow anytime he needs it. It is extremely irritating to me that I didn't have time to model that folding bow. So you can just imagine how irritated I am looking at this model, knowing that there's an important detail missing. Destinova Light, let me get your code. All right, 007, it worked. Awesome. I hope you enjoy Karn for Gaiden 3Ds. Okay. Destinova Light, YXKKV, generate. Okay, Destinova, I've got your code here. Destinova Light. And let me know if this works all right. HBQQS, I hope I got that right. And Shining Absol, great, good to see you. Shining. Okay, we have Jade D. YWO. Hopefully I've got this right. We got GGSUL. Okay, I hope I've got that right. Okay. Now, yeah, I wanted to maintain certain details, like being able to see the fabric on the character's clothes. The resolution on the Wii U, you know, it's down a little bit, and you don't get right up close to the characters, but I know how close the camera will get to the character, so I make sure that the resolution is good enough to where you can see the details, and you can see the fabric, you can see the seams really pop out, and I feel like those are the kind of details that make your character's clothes really feel dimensional. You know, I know that I won't be able to have the very best graphics in the world. We have all the modern games where all the clothes are 100% physics animated. For the Switch, that's just not reasonable because it's too demanding on the processing. And for the Wii U, it's certainly not possible. So I try to make the graphics look interesting in other ways. So there we go. There is... yeah, this is a detail as well. There's certain characters that are married that have wedding rings. So the final version of the game that launched does have the wedding rings. What we're looking at is an earlier version, an earlier build of the game that doesn't have the wedding rings. That really irritates me in this build that they don't have them. Who else do we have to look at? Hey, okay, we got this guy here. Oh, hey, we're gonna have a pop quiz. We had someone answer this before. We had this pop quiz question before. So I'm going to answer it again. So if you already answered this before, then please don't tell other people the answer. This character has only appeared in one other Silver Falls game before. So if you tell me where he appeared, so you have to say the name of the game where he appeared and the location where he appeared, then you will win this character. I will give you this character for Gaiden Deathly Delusion Destroyers. So that's the pop quiz. Right now, someone in the chat is going to win this character exclusively, and he's not going to be distributed for a while. So go ahead, answer. What game did you first meet this character? You have to say the name of the game and where we met him. And let's see if we can see his shirt. I'm going to disable his jacket, and we'll see how much of the shirt we have. So this one I did optimize. The jacket is actually kind of high poly count, so I actually really needed to OKO this character. Again, that's my internal studio term. OKO is overkill optimize. So this one I really did. Look, there isn't even any polygons in the back. Steven, still meal, 3 down stars. You got it. Okay, Steven, go ahead and give me your link code again for 3 down stars. Congratulations, everyone. Hey, he's not T-posing. Unity does some weird stuff. Sometimes all of a sudden it'll just save your character rig and they won't be T-posing. Everyone, let's applaud Steven. Steven's won a new exclusive character. So you can go ahead, give me your link code, Steven, when you're ready. And congratulations, you earned Falcon Allardyce. Your link code for 3Ds. He's not in 3 down stars. Well, he's not playable in 3 down stars. Oh, Lunar Knights. Oh no, you didn't get in fast enough. We'll have another quiz in the future as well. People can hop in on the quiz. So, as you saw, there's I think there's 32, 34 characters in Gaiden 3Ds. So we'll have more quizzes as well. Maybe we'll have another quiz later in the stream. Maybe we'll have one next week. Who knows? We'll see. All right, everyone. Let's all be jealous of Steven because he just earned himself an exclusive new character. HKZXY. Generate. KPVCB. Has anyone here read Heavy Shadow yet? Any of it? 1, 2, 3 chapters. Has anyone read Heavy Shadow? So let me know in the chat. We could do a pop quiz based on Heavy Shadow to get some new characters as well if anyone's read that. So this is a character. He's sometimes he attaches a bag. So this belt on his leg is meant to be modular, so he can attach anything he needs to it. Any kind of tool pouch, a holster for a gun, or a hunting knife, anything. So some visual details I like to have with characters, especially this is Falcon's signature look, is he has sort of denim, but these are like custom bespoke clothes, so there's leather trim. And I think it's really eye-catching because they catch the light in an interesting way. And that's sort of his look, is denim and leather. And I think it really rounds out the character in an interesting way. And to fit his motif, his name is Falcon, I actually picked the Rockheart logo because in this particular situation, it's yellow and it kind of looks like a bird beak, the way that it's situated and pointed down. So that's the idea. And you have these that kind of look like eyeballs. And that's just like a visual, detail because his name is Falcon. Falcon Allardyce. Luna Nights, you read 3 chapters. Let's see here. Are you home yet, or are you still driving? These socks are obnoxiously high poly count. I don't like how high poly count the socks are, but they have to conform to a particular shape. They have to conform to his body. So, yeah. Who else do we have here? And oh, you just got home. Cool. Let's see here. Let's see. We have Wiriam in a second location, I think. Where is it? Yeah, you get to meet him twice. If you miss him the first time, you'll always come across him the second time as well with his majestic mustache there. How many people in the chat have played Galaxy Bound Curse? Let me know. Thanks. We could do a pop quiz for Galaxy Bound Curse as well if enough people have played that. Helen, yeah, we got Helen there as well. We got another Atticus, another Gus. Yeah, that's. I'll wrap up with 0 chapter. Let's have a look at story mode really quick now. No malware bites. I'm busy right now. Steven was the first person ever to beat Galaxy Bound Curse. It will be his eternal claim to Silver Falls fame. Yeah, it's true. You're the first person to beat Galaxy Bound Curse. Envy, you're new to the series and you've only played a bit of each game. Hey, that's all right. Nothing wrong with that. And thanks for joining Silver Falls. Thanks for joining the community. I'll be running quizzes here and there, but just pop quizzes every couple days, maybe, whenever we feel like it. No plan. We're just doing whatever's cool, right? So I'm going to turn off the actual lighting because we won't be able to see anything, so I've turned off the lighting. So what we'll do here is we'll just grab our movement tool. It's a massive map. You can see why inside it. Its Umbra is massive. And for game developers, if you're interested, this is how I did the map for, your GPS system. The map is actually displayed underneath. So you have a map sitting above the player, and that's also how I get the directional heading. As the player turns, the camera above the player also turns. So this is the GPS map below the actual 3D model. But also you can see why it has to be pixelated and blocky. It's quite low resolution. If I had made it any higher resolution, again, the game would have crashed. It's too much memory pressure. So that's why it had to be less detailed. I didn't have any other way to do it, fortunately, because there's so much already in the game. It's so densely populated. So this is where you start in story mode. You have Rauno, who, hey, let's have a look at our characters here. So we have Rauno. Let's go ahead and disable his shirt. So I didn't even leave the polygons on the back. This is a situation, again, in story mode where I had to OKO, overkill optimize, where I just had to remove any polygons, like, in an aggressive way. But he's got his Falcon Fang shirt there. If you remove his outer shirt, you can still see the full logo on the Falcon Fang. And the Falcon Fang shirt will be available on the Silver Falls shop starting in April. So I actually really want one. I'm definitely gonna rock a Falcon Fang shirt as well. Ah, 007, you just discovered you can link 3Ds and Ruby River and unlock friendship bonus. Yeah, you got it. Well done. Good work. I just hid that in there and I didn't tell anyone about it. I just thought it'll be fun to let people find it themselves. Luna Knights, you have a question in Ruby River. Do the boulders regenerate? Luna Knights, no. The boulders don't regenerate. But if you need more stone, when you get killed and you go to the cave, the stone in the cave will keep regenerating. So that's how you can get more stone, if you've already harvested all the boulders. Hey, let's look at Winnie. Very, very popular and beloved character at this point. People just have a soft spot for Winnie. She's an absolute gun maiden, I guess, at this point. So she's got her own style. She's got her own thing going on. I'm pretty happy with how I was able to get the hair to look. Actually, I'm not very disappointed with that at all. She's got this cool holster there in there as well. She's got her buttons. There's some visual details, like the cloth actually goes over the buttons, and I didn't have time to create a map, a detailed map that says don't put the cloth texture on the buttons, so that irritates me a little bit. She's got these fun little boots. You never really get to see the material on the top of her boots. You can probably see it if you place her in Frontier Hunters and she does a kick. Then you'll normally see it. We've got our main man, Owl Allardyce here. And we all just take a moment to appreciate this fine mustache. There we go. There's a good man. And this is Winnie's husband. He's just happy to be there. Just happy to hang out and spend some time. Those are really detailed glasses, aren't they? Really high resolution there. And he's got his ammo pouches here. He carries ammo for Winnie. And again, in this particular area, because the game is so dark, I actually made things even shinier than I normally would. That's because I really wanted it to be eye-catching. I really paid special attention to Owl's sort of visual style. He's got this white and purple plaid, a lighter color, and white is a color that generally you don't see very often on my character designs, because I would rather use other colors that can contribute more to visual storytelling and character storytelling, and white to me is not that interesting of a color for clothing. So there's only very specific reasons and situations when I use white. Generally he has a sort of a purple color that's his signature color, and I wanted these leather trims on his collar and his sleeves. I thought it gave him just a cool, distinct look and pretty rugged look. Let's see. Hey, let's have a close look at our first aid drinks. Man, those are shiny, aren't they? Holy smokes. That's really high resolution. You could really get on in there, can't you? Shoot. You can even see a bit of texture on the labels here as well. Kool-Aids, welcome. Good to see you. Steven One-Shot Winnie. Oh, you dip by the game if the 3DS still worked. Ah, your 3DS is broken? What a bummer. Def buying a Falcon shirt, awesome. Dear Heaven, the socks remind me of a thing I saw about how Super Mario's coins in an older title uses more polygons because the newest version could do the same detail with shaders and save on polygons. Interesting. Yeah, I think I see what you mean. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, because we have shaders these days that can accomplish a way more visual complexity. You're right. Kool-Aid, so happy Silver Falls finally got the well-deserved bestseller title. That's exciting. And I'm so grateful. It's because of all of you. You guys have been supporting the games and spreading the word, and that's the only reason the games are able to get any attention at all. Hey, let's have a look at Gold. Gold is in here, isn't he? Where are my character list? Let me just bring up my character list here, and then we'll have a look at a couple of the characters, and then we'll look at that inside area, the interior. Let's see. We got those. Oh, hey, this is a look for Dodger that we don't see anywhere else because it's 6 months ago. So I wanted to create a different look for him. But he has his favorite pattern of camo. So generally, if Dodger wears camo, it's always going to be this. I created it specifically for Silver Falls. So it's not like I went online and typed in, you know, free seamless camouflage texture. I created this specifically. So there's actually, right now there's only 2 specific camouflage textures that I've created for Silver Falls. One is for Arnault, and the other is for Dodger. So those are 2 different kinds. I feel like I'm kind of low, actually. I'm going to adjust this camera. I feel like I'm sitting a little low here. Did I actually adjust that? Is that any better? I feel like that might be better. Stephen, do you have an English degree? Jerrel, you put so much thought and symbolism in your design and storytelling. I do not have an English degree. No. I don't. But thanks. Thank you. I just think that every single aspect of your game, you have the opportunity to say something and to express something. So I'm just trying to make the most of whatever I have. So in general, the materials that the characters use, I use that as storytelling as well. So you'll find that Dodger is kind of a modern character in terms of he really likes modern tools, modern technology, but when it comes to the rugged stuff, you know, he's not necessarily interested in computers and all that, but you know, he sort of has a fascination with tools, as you find out in A Heavy Shadow, and so he's happy to use the sort of the nylon materials, the ballistic plastics, whereas other characters, you'll see them either use fur or hides or leather, and that's part of the visual storytelling as well. So it lets you know sort of what these people are like, and their thought processes when they go out and buy things or when they dress themselves in the morning. It's unlikely you'll see characters suddenly wearing a totally different style of clothing in a different game unless there's a very good reason for it. He's got this pretty nice cap as well. I mean, you can zoom right in, you can see like the actual, like, that's even like, you can even see the bumpiness on the material on the hat. I could have made the material more fine, but I knew that the resolution of the Wii U, and you wouldn't even be able to get that close, so that level of detail is ideal for the Wii U. Yeah. And there's the good doggy, Samba. What a good doggy. What else do we got here? What do we got? Scorpio, I might watch a little video about video graphics and binary before going to bed. Thanks for the live stream. Hey, take care, Scorpio TNT. Thanks for hanging out. It was good to see you. So, good to have you on the chat. We'll see you next time. Okay, let's have a look at another character. Hey, we got gold coming up here. Let's have a look. This is a character that I had fun doing. And this is I think I fixed this in the launch build, because we're looking at an early build right now. This is sort of stuff where his body polygons were poking through. Let's go ahead and just disable his shirt real quick, and we'll see what the deal is there. So what I would have done for the final build, I would have deleted all of those polygons that are just there. They're not being occluded properly. So, but this is, again, an unfinished build. So part of the character, again, I wanted to sort of express his kind of old-timiness, a sort of a stubborn unwillingness to really stay modern and up to date. Instead of going and buying suspenders, like basically anyone else would just go and buy suspenders, he made his own. So you can see he's crafty, probably a little bit stubborn, but also there's a bit of creativeness in there. So, you know, you just bought a bunch of these clip things, and I tried to make them really detailed when I modeled that, but you can really zoom right in on those, and you can see all the detail right up in there, you know. You can see there's a bit of tarnished bumpiness to the texture as well. Yeah, and he just got some rope and he made his own suspenders. And I thought that'd be just a fun bit of visual storytelling for this character. Polymathical, good to see you. 1 second, and I'll get your key code for Polymathical. Awesome. So yeah, if you're new to the chat, we're distributing a new playable character. He's exclusive to the Code Linker content. He's not obtainable otherwise in-game. So that character's Karn Delance. Go ahead and comment your link code in the comment section below. And this is for Polymathical, ATUJZ. Oh, I deleted it after I typed it, ATUJZ. Let me make sure this is the correct content we're distributing. Generate. Okay. This is for Polymathical. Your unlock code is XXOPW. Please let me know if that didn't work or not. A waking bear based, not letting big suspender corporations take over. If you let them have an inch, they'll take a mile. You know, you can't trust big suspender these days. And they just step all over the little guy, you know. So I think it's important to stick it to the man, make your own suspenders. Use duct tape and zip ties if you have to. And this was a situation, again, OKO, Overkill Optimize, where I had to massively reduce the poly count on his hair. And I knew that people generally, they weren't going to be looking at the back of his head. Please don't. I had to massively cut back the polygons because, again, I am skirting the line with White Inside Its Umbra. They're like, it's on the borderline of crashing when you're running the game because there's so much content in the game and everything's so detailed. So Gold is a character that really suffered in terms of poly count. Like, I had to cut that stuff way back. So please don't look at that. And in Frontier Hunters, he's moving fast when he does his melee attacks. You don't even see it, you know, that much anyway. So those are the kind of details that I had with Gold. There's also a very small visual detail here. It's hard to tell. I might even swap over to the Switch versions or the Switch assets because they're even way more detailed. But his pants are supposed to be sort of this sort of a canvas material, and the threads are actually leather thread, so they shine a bit and they actually stand out and they help the clothes pop and they have this dimensionality to them because the thread is the shiny leather. So maybe later on in the stream we'll hop over into that project and I'll show you. Hey, Luna Knights! Alright. Envy, if someone gets their hands in Jerrel's phone, the secret code linker characters market will be overflooded and crash. That's right, they'll start like distributing on the black market. People will start charging for it. So I don't have this on my phone that I go and take out onto the street. This is a code linker key master phone that stays in my office, and it's in a lockbox. So there's no chance of me leaving it on a train, so don't worry about it. But yeah, I have a key master that can generate contents for every single. There's like 50 games programmed into this key master right now. Okay, Lunanites NSRDB. I hope I don't get a typo here. So Lunanites. Let me type this in. Okay, we have WWLJS. Spiralite, you know, I am super glad you made these games for 3DS and Wii U, but I would so be interested in what you could do with unlimited high-end PC release. I think that'd be great, but that I know there's a limit to what I can do in terms of presentation because I'm a solo developer. There's a real limit to what I can achieve on my own, and I know that it's tough to keep up on PC because you have these massive studios and people really expect PC games to have exceptional presentation and quality. So hey, did you know this? Did you know? So there's the first gun that you can pick up in White Inside Its Umbra in the story mode. That's by the spoiler that I'm not going to say the spoiler. So if you miss the first gun, a second gun will appear here. So if you didn't get the first one, this one will show up. But if you did get the first one, this one won't be here. And I put that there because it's quite open-ended and it's open world, so I knew there was a chance you could walk around it. So if you missed that first one, this will be here. And the same goes for the shotgun as well. There's a spot where the shotgun can appear again if you miss the first one. Big Suspenders just wants you to buy new suspenders. I know, it's planned obsolescence. They make them so that those little clip things, 2 years maximum. What? You know, I expect my suspenders to last 15 minimum. These days, self-destroying clips on the suspenders. You want me to buy another pair of suspenders? Don't think so. Think I'll make my own. Not today, Big Suspender, not today. Kool-Aids, don't tell anyone, but Jerrel has a secret notebook in his backyard with 1,000 code linker codes unseen. You'll never know. It's under the oak tree. There have been cutting back so much on the hair, and yet those clips on suspenders are super detailed. You're right. I'm just focusing on what's important. Actually, it's actually not that high poly count on the suspenders. They're actually, it looks like that, but they're just efficiently used polygons, you know. Awaking Bear. No, these codes are for Gaiden Deathly Delusion Destroyers. So they're for Karn, Gaiden Deathly Delusion Destroyers. Kool-Aids, one day Sungrand will have 2,000 employees, and Jerrel will be a millionaire. I don't know if I want to run 2,000 employees. I don't want to become EA or Activision. You know what I mean? I think that would be disgusting. So I'd be happy if I could work with like 5 people. I think that would be great. So have a look at this. You can actually open Fred's cigarette box, and I think these are just all stuck together though. Yeah. But I do have it set up for situations where they could be individual cigarettes if needed. So like I could do an animation where he like flicks it open and pulls a single cigarette out. I could do that if I wanted. So I left that open for the future. One of my favorite details about the cigarette box is this sort of metallicness. There's an imperfection. I wanted it to feel like there were smudges and fingerprints all over it. There's an imperfection to the shininess on the cigarette box there. And even like the tape, there's an imperfection on the sticky tape. So he just used Scotch tape to attach the cigarette box to his suspenders, but you can even see the imperfection on that. And like, that's weirdly high resolution, isn't it? Let me try and, I might hide these gizmos. Can I hide these? Let's just hide those. There we go. Yeah, even on the tape, you can see that. Even the sun even shimmers slightly differently, and you had these gold stripes. I just wanted to feel like a real box of cigarettes that's quite old, that's been used for years and years. Jose, with more Silver Falls games coming to Switch, I bet the series will grow pretty fast. I hope so. I hope more and more people keep picking it up. But again, I keep saying, I'm a solo developer. I work alone, but you guys are the Silver Falls team. You guys are the ones that are able to reach out and let other gamers know about Silver Falls. You can tell them what you think about the games. I can't really do that. So that's where you guys are my team. So that's one of my favorite things. I don't have a Silver Courage shirt in the lineup for the Silver Falls shop coming up. If people are interested in the Silver Courage shirt, that's something that I can offer in the future. But my lineup for the products is already basically, right now it's basically set in stone. And you know, these are normal. Oh, see, like, I don't want to say that Fred's a company man, you know, but these are store-bought suspenders, you know. What's even, you know? You're playing into the hands of Big Suspender, and you know what? You're giving them what they want. Not gold, man. That's not how gold does it. So, yeah, we got some suspenders there. And these are lower poly count. These are lower detailed suspenders because you're not really going to ever get that close to the character at that angle. So it wasn't necessary to make them that detailed. So there we go. And I wanted a color of shoes that was different, not exactly green, but a little slightly different green. And then of course I wanted the green of his shoes to match the green of the logo of his box, and also the green that's in the suspenders as well. And there we go. And what else? Who else? We got. Let's see. We know what he looks like. Yep. Okay. I think we're good. Oh, we have our dude. We have our dude here. So one of the other streams, I think I did a video as well, but I did a stream and I showed everyone where the flamethrower is, and the character that you meet on the way to the flamethrower is our dude. That's our dude. That's him. And you can even see, like, I just wanted you to be able to see the fibers in his shirt, you know, and his chest hair, apparently. Yeah, there's Bull. And the flamethrower is just back there. Let me show you guys. Hold on, let me walk on over there. So you find Bull, and you'll see the flamethrower back there. There it is. Nice. And again, if you have the flamethrower, then you can just kill the metal exterminators because they're susceptible to fire. So great. Kool-Aid's, I'd buy a Silver Courage shirt. Oh, okay, cool. Big Suspenders already has their greedy hands in Silver Falls. Well, they've got Fred, don't they? And he was the sheriff. You're hyped for Maverick merchandise. I'm gonna buy all the Maverick merch. Yeah, there'll be mugs, so you can use that anywhere. You know, that'll work for anything. All right, so let me show you what the interior areas look like in here. Let me see. So let's go ahead and go back to the beginning. In the beginning. Let me find someone and I'll just teleport back to the beginning here. Who do we got? Dodger? Start game. Yeah. There we go. So let's go ahead and zoom out now, and I will show you where the interior is stored. So here's where we start the game. The first person we see is our buddy Rauno. Let's zoom out here. And if we move over here, so I'm going to go way over to the left, and you can see this black sphere here. This actually hides the interior, so you can't ever see it. It's never visualized. So you see the entirety of the Umbra, the gameplay environment there. and you head inside this black sphere. I'll just click on something and snap inside of there now. Ooh. What do we got? What is this? Oh, okay, what's going on? Okay, Unity just hiccuped for a second. You can see things pop in as I get closer and closer. And here we are, interior. So if you want to avoid the spoilers, cover your eyes for a while. And this is where we... Oops. This is where we start. Okay, so we start here. We are in here. And we'll go in, we'll just have a close look at some details. And this is already stressing the game out. Because this interior area, I wanted things to be high resolution, interesting to look at, highly detailed. So, you know, I actually originally had this even higher resolution, but I had to dial it down a significant amount. Let me turn the light off. Nope, can't see anything. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So yeah, there's numerous unique visual assets in here. So the fact that this exists in memory, and I have the entirety of the outdoor area, it was very difficult getting all of this optimized and just not crashing. You have your books here. You have your beautiful boy enjoying his bath in the hot tub, and you get a free hammer there. And of course, you need that hammer to break those boards open. Bull's details stand out a lot in 3 down stars. Wasn't there a Resident Evil Easter egg in one of the Silver Falls games? No, I don't do Easter eggs. You have the lore drops, but there's never anything like an in the game sort of reference or anything like that. There's never that. Boy, that's really, look at the texture on that. That's pretty high resolution, isn't it? Shoot fire. Yeah, that's really high resolution. And that's because I knew that the player could hold the hammer up close. So any items that the player could hold in their hand and move around with the Wii remote, I wanted to make sure the resolution was quite high so it felt like a modern game, because this is not a modern game console, believe it or not. The Wii U is basically a retro console at this point. So being able to fit all of this stuff, like this is a significant deal that we're able to get this much detail, and it's all in memory and it's all seamless. Nothing's lagging by going in and out of memory. Also, you guys know I don't trust memory. I don't trust Unity to actually manage memory. I do not trust Unity at all because it just leaks memory. So you can zoom in, and we're in high resolution now, so you can really see how detailed everything is going in up close like that. I kept the ammo boxes. I could have gone higher resolution with the ammo box, but there was no point. Again, I wanted to use the memory that was available to me. I wanted to rather use that on the environments. Let's see, what else can we look at in here? What do we got? Who was it that someone told me they were able to like get past this? They were somehow able to squeeze past the box. I don't know how they did it, but they said they squeezed through here and then they trapped themselves in the corner. That shouldn't be possible. I don't know how they did it, but hey, it's video games. So there's your Rock Heart radio box. We can look at it at angles where you normally don't get to see, but you sort of have this scratched, imperfect, tarnished look to the metal. I wanted it to look quite old, and you never even get to look at it like this. So this is a really interesting look at how detailed the material actually is for the locked box. And of course, you get your key out of there. You have this gross-looking bed. Ugh, yucko, you know. And the stuff in here is actually, like, for example, the bed. I had to make things, like I said before, I have to make things shinier than they would be in real life, because the environment is very dark, and I'm familiar with how the game processes the visuals, and I need this stuff to catch the light, especially the limited light source. I need it to catch in a specific way, so that's why it's shinier than it should be. Moose God demands blood. Luna Knight. Sunday I was playing White Inside its Umbra. I gave my son the gamepad and I was playing the story. Then he exited me out the game. Oh no! What, did he press the home button and exit? Grisdemation, good to see you. Yeah, and if for anyone else that's just hopping into the stream right now, we're distributing a new playable character. This is exclusive to CodeLinker, and this character is for Gaiden, Deathly Delusion Destroyers. So get your code for Gaiden 3Ds, your CodeLinker code from the title screen. Go ahead and enter that in the comment section, and I will give you a exclusive new character to play as. Hey, game player, awesome. Yeah, absolutely. I'll do your code now, game player. 1500. Here we go. I'll do your code now. Okay. This is for 1500. We have JHWBF. I hope I haven't done a typo here. This is GKQHW. Oh, sorry, it wasn't caps lock in there. Great. Hey, Josh Moog, good to see you. Josh, we have our new exclusive CodeLinker character, Karn. So enter your CodeLinker code, and this is for Gaiden Deathly Delusion Destroyers. Subs Bacon Hairman. What I never realized why inside its Umbra is Wii U when turned into an acronym. Did you do that on purpose? I don't know. You can decide for yourself whether it was an accident or not. Originally this game, again, I originally was working on this game, but it was nowhere near this deep or complex, and it was just called Silver Falls. So this was just going to be the only Silver Falls game. It would be Silver Falls, nothing else. But the series really grew and it really developed, and that's when I knew what I wanted to happen in the story. I knew mechanically what I wanted to happen. For those of you that have played it, you know what happens when you get killed by enemies, and that is directly tied into the name of the game. So it was tough being able to get all of that to connect and make sense with the name. So that actually took me a couple days to really think up. I have sort of certain trim parts that sort of sparkle a bit. This is too shiny, but again, I just wanted it to catch the light. It doesn't really look that shiny in-game. There's free ammunition down there, so be sure to grab that. This is a fun little detail. It's even hard to notice this. You probably wouldn't even look at it. But there's this old-timey phone here as well. But it's pretty easy to miss that because I think originally I was going to have ammo on this table. I think I did. And then when I was playtesting, I think it just ended up there was too much. There were too many resources in this part of the game. I was giving too much ammo at that point. So I think that there originally was handgun ammo or shotgun ammo, and then I just removed it. So cool, yeah. You got an old-timey phone there. You go into the room. You have your spyglass, and of course you want to shine your little light. And you know you have the little metal parts on the table that catch the light a certain way and they shimmer a bit. And if you didn't realize there was shotgun ammo, there's if you missed it. Again, I wanted the floor to shine in an imperfect way as well, to show that there's some paint left, but it was sort of peeling and was sort of scuffed and tarnished, and it was sort of peeled away from many years of just being walked on. So that was a look that I was really trying to get with the floor. And what do we got here? What do we got here? This is supposed to be physics simulated, but I don't think Unity really likes simulating the physics on that all that much. Grizdimation, awesome. Let me go ahead and do your code now. And a Waking Bear, I'll do yours next. Okay, Grizz, I'll put the caps on here and I'll get your code next. I might have to get another coffee in a second as well after these codes. Okay, Grizdimation, we have NVGBA. Are you for real right now? The NVIDIA Game Boy Advance? Guys, Grizdimation has the most blessed link code. He's got the NVIDIA Game Boy Advance. Look at that. NVGBA. I'm kind of jealous. That's a really cool link code. WZMHR. And that's for Grizz. Hopefully I've got that correct. And then we've got a Waking Bear. Okay, Bear, let me get your code here for you. AIBWG. I got a typo in there. AIBWG. We have XL. Extra large Hux. There we go. Extra large Hux. We'll play the mana music since that's where we are. Joe McNally. Hey, welcome. Thanks for coming to the stream. Hey, just learned about your series of games 3 days ago. Very cool to see real time. Hey, thanks. Thanks for coming to hang out. And if you have Gaiden Deathly Delusion Destroyers. That's Gaiden 3Ds. That's the one that launched. That's the very final 3DS game. If you have that one, I'm distributing a new exclusive playable character. So that's Karn. So what you do is... Oh, it exited the game. I'll boot it up again. So from the title screen, you have Code Linker. So you go to Code Linker, you go to Use Key Code, it will give you a blue code. So just type that blue code into the chat, and then I will give you a key code, and then that will unlock this exclusive playable character for you. All right, you guys got Karn? Awesome. Josh, did I miss yours? Josh Moog. Josh, have you posted your link code? Awesome. Okay, Josh is next. Okay. All right, Josh, we'll get your link code here. We got MSWPC. Okay, Josh, we have VWQNT. No, absolutely bombard me. That's what the stream is for. We're just hanging out. We can talk games. We can do whatever we want. It's a free country, and I'm here to get some exclusive content to you. So, yeah. Oh, here's one thing from a design standpoint. Like this is something that can be pretty frustrating as well. And there's heaps of things that you could do to avoid this. But if you're not really careful, like you could accidentally be able to pick up items from other rooms. So, like how, if you look at the detection box on the shotgun shells here, like originally, you see how I had to shift the box outward a bit? Originally, let me see if I can show you what it's like here. Size, center. Originally, that was where the box, the detection box was. So if you stood here, you could actually pick up the item through the wall. So that's something you had to be really careful with. I think the situation was, I think it might be similar here as well. Let me click on this guy here. No, it's not attached, but you can check that, and you could have oh, that's also why I put furniture here. That's a very specific reason why I stuck this here. If I didn't put that there, the player could actually read this note from the other room. So that's also a design consideration. So, and that's why that's there. There's heaps of ammo in here as well. There's heaps. This is just like taking pity on you, because this area can really mess you up if you're not ready for it. So those sort of refill you, and you get your drinks here as well. So yeah. And I wanted to give a sense that the place was bigger than it was. So I had a door here, and I blocked it up with these, but it doesn't go anywhere. Don't worry about that. That's nothing. Don't worry. No big deal. I didn't even have the time to make like the border for the door. Like I should have taken that, you know, that template piece and put it back there, so there was the door frame. I didn't even have time for that. I had such little time to get all of this stuff done. And I think, yeah, oh, you know what? I think that's partly the reason why I put this table here as well, is that if you got too close to the corner, early on, I actually had to push that box way out as well, because originally the player could actually stand right in the corner, and they could pick up the shotgun shells from the other room. So that's why that table is there, and that's why I pushed that out a fair bit as well. And Antonis, how can we get Karn on Wii U? I'll be distributing Karn for Wii U later on. So either tomorrow or the day after tomorrow will be Karn for Guardians and Metal Exterminators. And then after that will be White Inside Its Umbra. And this spyglass is really detailed too, isn't it? Yeah, that's pretty nice. I didn't want it to be so cloudy, but I didn't have time to work on it any further. So that's basically the whole interior. I wanted this area to be bigger, but it was just a matter of time with development. Like I had to structure this, obviously in a very specific way. This is sort of our classic survival horror haunted mansion section, and it takes a lot of time to really plan all of that stuff out and make sure everything works properly, and I didn't have time to make it any bigger. That's partly why, like, I think I wanted to put a door back here. So I think I wanted to put one there and have that one be accessible, and then you would be able to explore just a little bit more, but I ran out of time. There was nothing I could do. Something that I already don't like, I mean, from like a survival horror standpoint, like, I think you see these yellow curtains, and I think that's like a red flag. It's kind of like, why would someone put that there? Why is that yellow curtain there? It doesn't seem like it should be there. I actually wanted these to be physics animated, but it was too much of a stress for the Wii U because there's too much stuff going on. I wanted it to be physics animated, so like you would actually walk through it, and then I think it would be upsetting if as you're coming around again, so you come around the corner and then you see the curtain billowing and moving as if something had just moved past, and you would hear like a footstep, and I think that would be very cool. Unfortunately, I couldn't get that on the Wii U, but that's an idea for the future. So when we do future Silver Falls games, keep an eye out for that, because I'll probably be doing stuff like that. Alright, you got Karn? Awesome. Great. Luna Knights. Jerrel, I just got my nephew an eShop card, so he'll be picking up your game today. Hey, thanks for the Luna Knights. I really appreciate that, and I hope your nephew has fun with the games. Antonis, yes, I don't have it on 3 down stars. Morgan, hey, good to see you. Yep, we're doing codes for Gaiden. So again, if you're new, I gotta do Morgan's code. If you are new and you haven't done the code linker before yet, where am I? I gotta click. Yeah. Click on code linker. Code linker. And then you want to click on enter key code. Enter key code. You have your blue code. So type your blue code into the chat. And then after I give you the key code, hit start, and then you just, the code that I give you, enter it in there, and that's how you get new characters. But that's also how you do Code Linker yourself. You can connect all of the Silver Falls games together on your own. Yep, it's Gaiden 3Ds tonight. Okay, Morgan, let me do your code, GHTDE. GHTDE, generate. Hey, T-Squared, good to see you. Thanks for coming to the stream. Let me do your code next. And I think I'm going to go just make myself a fresh coffee. DKNJV. If you guys missed it earlier in the stream, I finally caught that rabbit, and we've got him secured in the house. And right when I got to the house, this enemy attacked from the other side, and he tore down the fence, and my goat almost escaped. So I had to save my goat from being escaped. Then I had to save my animals from getting mauled by a giant skinless rabbit. And then I was able to get everything fixed up. So it was pretty exciting. Okay, T-Squared. Let me get your code, T-Squared. T-Squared is YZQFJ. Hopefully I didn't put any typos in here. T. They got T. HDKLA. And secondhand gameplay, I'll do your code. Secondhand gameplay. We got KQVVQ. Who else was here for the stream last night? It was my nighttime. Yeah, I was just having a little bonfire and we were hanging out and chatting, and like some cryptid was stalking me in the bushes around the bonfire. It was pretty creepy. I kept hearing noises around me. So that was pretty fun as well. Luckily I didn't get mauled to death, so that was nice. So I actually have a trick here. So what I've done is I'm using texture mapping, or detail mapping, in order to get these objects to look higher resolution texture than they actually are. So have a look at this globe here. Okay, and let's see if I can just hide some of this here. Can I hide that? Okay, so detail mapping means applying another texture on top of the texture that's already there. So the actual resolution for this globe is quite low resolution, but I added a detailed map on top of it to have more detail, and I'm able to tile that, which means I can repeat the detail. So say, for example, if I wanted to remove the detail map I would just go like this. See? And now, this is what that globe looks like without a detailed map added. You can see that it's actually quite cheap looking. It looks like a PlayStation thing. So I'm going to undo. I'm going to add that detail map back in. And the detail map allows you to add details on top of that, and you can repeat it. So that's fun. Can I... Oh, no, I can't show you that. That's confidential. Okay. And if I wanted to increase and repeat the amount of repeating, it would make it look more detailed as well, but also you would see the tiling. Like I can... Right now it's repeating 4 times, I can repeat it 6 times, and you can see it now has a sharper look to it. And that'd probably be fine, you know. But I'll put it back to where it was. So those are a couple visual tricks that I use to make the game look as good as it can be, while not stressing out the system memory and not crashing the game. So yeah, that was our interior area. And again, we're going to zoom out and I'll show you where this interior is in relation to the game, the rest of the game world. So we're going to zoom out, we're zooming out, we're zooming out, and you can see there's the game world there. So we have our interior area here, and then we have the start of White Inside Its Umbra here. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed having a look at that. Let me have a look at my itinerary and see what's going on. And again, if you guys want the Falcon Fang shirt, the Falcon Fang shirt will be available early next month. I'll be opening the Silver Falls shop. You'll be able to grab yourself a Falcon Fang shirt, Maverick D Moose mug, some hoodies, cup coasters as well. A couple fun things. Awaking Bear, aside from your own games you have made, what 3DS games in your opinion are the most technically impressive, like RE Revelations? I think RE Revelations is the king. That's indisputable. I absolutely love that. Let's just play some calmer music now. I even think Mercenaries 3D is fantastic. The fact that you can do multiplayer is impressive. Where was I? The Monster Hunter games are absolutely impressive. And then you have Xenoblade, absolutely incredible, so wonderful, just impressive, really fantastic. What else is there? I think Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask more so are stunning. They're absolutely stunning on the 3DS as well. So. Knights of Ni, need that Maverick mug. Oh, Knights of Ni, let me get you your code. Knights, okay. Alrighty, so if you're new to the chat, we are distributing a new exclusive playable character today for Gaiden 3Ds. So go ahead and enter your link code down below. Knights, your code, WDDCR. This is for Knights, FGGAO. Yeah, okay, how about you, everyone in the chat, here's my question for you. What do you think your most impressive 3D games are? I haven't played the Luigi's Mansion on the 3DS. I haven't had much time for any game playing. I mentioned before, the only game I really have time for is Smash, because late at night, after a work day, I can play for like 10 minutes, and that's it. Let's see. Steven, I was there for about 45 minutes of it, but missed the cryptid. Yeah, you had to work. You had a viable excuse, so it's not your fault. Kool-Aids, will Heavy Shadow still be a paperback? Yes, Heavy Shadow will be a paperback, and it will have its own code linker system, so there will be characters from Heavy Shadow that can cross over into the games using code linker. And Tonus, on Discord we chat every day. I'm Guile. Let's see. Yeah. Oh yeah, Steven has a different name as well. Steven, I think Revelations, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 are the most technically impressive 3DS games. They make my face melt. They look so good. And the Monster Hunter games look incredible. If I had access to Capcom's MT framework that they used to make the Resident Evil games, if I had access to that, you know. Here's some like really fun, like really small details. You can see the creases on the back of Rauno's shirt. Like that's ridiculously detailed, right? From this angle, you can really see just like the minor creases. You can see the seam on the clothes there. Hey, do you guys want to see the high resolution stuff now? Sure you do, of course you do. Let me go ahead and boot up that project. We're finished with White Inside its Umbra now, so I hope you guys enjoyed having a look at that. Oh, actually, before we... You can even go in the car. Shoot, you can go in there. I didn't make the car models. These I purchased from an artist. This would have taken me forever. Literally forever. The game would not have come out if I had to make these car models myself. So I purchased the car models from an artist. And that is... You can go in there. There's no pedals or anything. That'd be a little too detailed. That'd be too much, too high poly count. But yeah, you can sit in there. You can see the dash and everything. If it was higher resolution stuff, I would have modified all of this stuff. I would have made the interior bespoke, and I would have had like the radio. I would have it say things related to the lore of Silver Falls. So you can sort of expect that sort of detail from upcoming games. You can go in this car. Let's see. Modern, like I would have redone this because that's like a modern dashboard style, and that's not the kind of cars that characters in Silver Falls would drive. So I would have redone this entirely. I would have made it traditional and more old-fashioned, really. I would have had functional mirrors as well, but I can't handle that on the Wii U. It's just too much. Let's see. Yeah, you can properly go in there. I would have, that if I had more time, and when I'm working on the Switch, I'll actually be hiding actual, like, details inside the car. I'll be putting actual objects in the trunk where you never see anything. I would actually be putting real objects in there that are related to the characters, just to have the detail there, you know what I mean? And in hard mode, if you didn't realize yet, there's an emergency stick right away in hard mode, because you are going to get jacked up in hard mode. So grab that stick straight away. Don't miss it. Hey, let's swap over. Let's look at some high detailed stuff here now. We're done with White Inside its Umbra for now. Cool. T-Squared, are you near Silver Falls Park in Oregon? No, and I actually hadn't even heard of that until well after my games had launched. And then people were sort of bringing it up and they were asking about it. So let me open this. Where are we? Where are we? I'll just wait until Unity loads and then I'll bring the screen back here. I don't know, we're kind of just chilling today. We're kind of having fun, so I don't think I'm even going to get to do any 3D modeling today. We're just kind of chilling, aren't we? I wanted to start work on more monsters for 3 Down Stars for Galaxy Bound Curse DX. Because I have to sculpt all the monsters brand new. One of our previous streams we did a sculpt, and we actually painted and rigged up the monster. It actually looked pretty alright for the fact that I had rushed through it. Okay. Kool-Aid's gotta go. Take care. Thanks for hanging out on the stream. We'll see you around. Thanks for hanging out on the stream. Jerheven, I love my 3DS, and yet so few 3DS games on it as well. Some DSi stuff, some pinball, Dragon Slayer. Oh, pinball would be awesome. I wanted the 3DS to have haptic feedback, you know, a rumble motor, because Android phones had rumble motors in them for ages at that point. So I just kind of assumed we would get a rumble motor in the 3DS. We didn't have that. I thought it would have made pinball games really cool, right? Like you have a light rumble motor on the right side, so when you do, like, for example, if you had games where you shoot, so you press the R button to shoot, and then you would feel a little bit of haptic feedback with the character shooting, that would have been great on the 3DS. Like pinball, you know, as the ball hits things, you can have the rumble motor shaking inside the 3DS, you can feel it. I always thought that was a missed opportunity, because we already got Kirby's Rumble and Tilt. Is that what it's called? You know, the Kirby game that had the rumble built in. Steven, I love watching you make your models on stream. Oh, cool, thanks. I think they're fun. We can just hang out. We can sort of have a laugh while I make whatever. Maybe next time. I don't want to stream for too long. I'm probably going to wrap it up in maybe half an hour or so. Yeah, the GBA rumbling game. If even like the cheapest Android phones could have rumble in them, why couldn't the 3DS have it? You know, we're paying hundreds of dollars for a console already. It couldn't have been that expensive to implement Rumble. The components would have been like a couple cents, you know? I'm just waiting for Unity to open up. It takes a while. It's a bit slow start. DS has a Rumble add-on under the GBA slot. IDK, how many games support it? Heard it got negative reviews. Oh, really? Surely homebrewers would be able to access that Rumble motor, right? That would be sweet. I'm currently working on Homebrew for the DS, so I'm kind of now thinking if it's possible, I better look into it to see if I can use the Rumble for the DS, because that would be pretty sweet. Jerheaven, 3DS had a lot of features. Yeah, 3 cameras, microphones. Yeah, I love all that extra stuff. I love the AR. I love the motion. I obviously love the stereoscopic. So, yeah, and I'm glad that we were all able to work together to get this final 3DS game launched. So, and not just one. You know, we got Ghoul Busters and Guardians and Metal Exterminators as well. So, I'm very excited about that. Better than the Rumble Pack is the RAM expansion that came with the web browser. Who recently did a video on that? One of my favorite content creators on YouTube did one, and they were using the web browser. It was something like, I'm using the DS web browser in 2023, something like that. Oh, I really enjoy those kind of videos. They're always so much fun. Luna Knights. Kid Icarus was a great game with graphics and voice acting that was funny. Online versus mode was awesome. Oh, I never got to play that. Aiming was difficult. That's what kind of turned me off to the games, to that Kid Icarus game, was it was really uncomfortable to play after a while, because of the control scheme, really. So, yeah. If anyone is new to the stream, if you're just checking in, we are distributing a new exclusive playable character for Deathly Delusion Destroyer. So you please enter your link code in the comment section below, and I will give you a key code so you can have a new exclusive playable character. And there we go. Hey, you guys want to see something cool and exclusive? How many people are in here right now? 16 people? Let's see. I'm going to show you something. This is something I'm working... Oh, it's really dusty. What? I need a microfiber cloth here. I don't want to damage my screen. Yeah, I could really use another coffee right now. This is really dusty. This is an Arduino. It's like an Arduboy clone. Let me just power this on here. Here we go. Let me pause the music. So this is Silver Falls Midnight. It's a 1-bit Silver Falls game that I've been working on. It has code linker compatibility. So yeah, it's this is Silver Falls Midnight, and that's going to be a sort of adventure RPG. You collect party members. There's a battle, like a turn-based battle system. I'll just turn that off for now. But yeah, there's kind of an exclusive look at that. I don't think I've ever shared this with anyone yet. So that will be Silver Falls Midnight, and I'm actually going to have it to where you can play it in the web browser on the Silver Falls website as well. So you'll be able to play it directly from the website. And then I'm actually going to do an HD version of Silver Falls Midnight as well. So it's going to be high resolution, and that's going to be on the Switch. But it's going to have a similar art style where it's still 1-bit. It's just going to be really high resolution 1-bit stuff. And it's going to be real-time 3D graphics, but 1-bit. So I'm doing an RG version for Silver Falls Midnight, and then there will be a Switch version as well, and you'll be able to play that on the Silver Falls website. And I'm gonna have to double check. I don't think White Inside Its Umbra is compatible with Silver Falls Midnight, but Gaiden Deathly Delusion Destroyers is compatible with Silver Falls Midnight. So you'll be able to actually code link this with Gaiden 3Ds. And pretty much basically anything that's an upcoming future Silver Falls game will be compatible with Midnight. So yeah, there's a sneak peek. I don't think anyone has ever seen this other than whoever is in the chat right now. That's something I'm working on for the future. That one's going to be free and just fun. And of course, the Switch version, that one will be a commercial title that you'll be able to purchase as well. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed having a fun look at that. Okay, what do we got here? Spiral Light. If it has a screen and buttons, there will be a Silver Falls. Hey, there are refrigerators with screens and buttons on them. Silver Falls, the spoiled milk, you know? Who knows? Yeah, one bit. By one bit, I mean in terms of the visuals. It's just either on or off in terms of the visuals. So, Steven, that's Arduino. Alex, hi. Thanks for coming around. Good to hang out. Chris Damation, that's Retro Red. I love retro stuff. You guys know me at this point. We've all hung out on the Discord. We've hung out in chat. You know I love just cool random tech. I love retro tech. I love old Nokia phones. I love Arduino Boy. I love all these cool emulator handhelds. I love this stuff. So if I can program for it, I'm gonna try and put a game on it. I haven't tried making a game for a fridge yet, and I think it's probably going to be good for your core because you have to stand up in order to play. It's kind of like a standing desk for video gaming. So fridge gaming, we'll get there. Don't worry. Jerheaven makes me think of a Switch game that used 1-bit dithering patterns to look like an OG Macintosh game. Yeah, I love that. I love all of that processing and different visual styles. It's just fun. It's all good fun. This is what we created on the last stream. So if you guys missed it, we created this. We started with a blob, and we carved it out. We did a quick rig. It's just a test rig, and now we can have him animating. Let's do our walk cycle here. Yeah, and that's him. And of course, this isn't finished. He's going to have heaps of intestines that are going to be physics animated. So wiggly intestinal bits will be sticking out over the edge, and they'll be wobbling around as he walks. There'll be bits of like stuff spraying out of him as he walks. And this is an enemy from Galaxy Bound Curse. This is a high resolution model, so he can appear in other Silver Falls games. But I'm actually going to simplify this model, make it rounder and softer, so it matches the Galaxy Bound Curse DX art style. Silver Falls, found right inside Death's Great Escape. Ooh, nice one. Nice one, Spiralite. That's a good acronym for fridge. So yeah, this is our handsome boy that we painted. Or sculpted and animated. So there we go. The feet are just, ugh. And they're not rigged correctly. I need to re-rig it. It's sticking up a bit. And of course, this is just, you know, a placeholder one. It's not finished. So let's have a look at some of our characters now. So we did a rig. I was going to sculpt an enemy today, but I think I'd rather just sort of chill and hang out with everyone at this point. So let's go ahead and open up a character here. We're going to go to our character room here. So might take a moment to open. Oops, wrong one. Might take a moment to open this room here. So we'll let's see. What do we got? Character builder. Let me find a room to open. I think. Oh wow. Okay, that was 2 years ago, wasn't it? Alex, that's amazing. Jerheaven ponders an LCD-styled game like those old Game & Watch games. Well, Jerheaven, that's Guardians and Metal Exterminators. And that's available on the 3DS. Only new 3DS, though. But it has two LCD style games in there. Cyberlight, will Vicarious Brothers make it to Switch, or is that getting put on the back burner? It will make it to the Switch, but right now, Vicarious Brothers is lower priority. And that's because right now I need games on the Switch that are visually eye-catching. I'll no longer be earning any money off the Wii U and 3DS games, and so I need games on the Switch that are very attractive and eye-catching, that people look at one screenshot or they see 3 seconds of gameplay and they're already hooked visually. Unfortunately, Vicarious Brothers doesn't have that kind of appeal. And the expectation right now, I think people would like to see something that really pushes the Switch to its maximum potential in terms of the kind of interesting visuals we can get. So, hey, who wants to have a look at some characters that I'm working on? This is the universal character format that I've created for Silver Falls. So that means that as I create the logic for my games, I can take any character model, plug them into the game, and then I don't have to reprogram tons and tons of logic. They'll just work. So this is my universal format. I call the Silver Falls universal character. This allows games to access the facial rig, the facial animations, animating the mouth by entering text, and they'll animate their mouth based on the text that's entered. I can have any sort of physics logic, animating the clothes. Characters, like their legs will adjust to the slope and things like that. So it's an immense amount of work to format one character. But once I format one character, I can plug them into any future Silver Falls game, and they'll work without any fuss. No fuss, no muss. That sort of thing. Okay, I just need to be careful of what I show here. Oh, you know what? Let's have a close look at Base Boulder Field. Let's go ahead and tuck that, tuck that away here. What do we got? Just get some stuff out of the way. Maybe hide that as well. What do we got? Okay, so we have. No, we don't want to select Shellaby. Let's have base. What do we got? Where is he? Where do we want to put him? Okay, I think I want to put him here, right? Yeah, there we are. So I'm just actually going to run it. So this is base from um, Gaiden 3Ds. He's one of our dudes. He's actually one of my favorite new designs. I just love his color scheme. I love his overall look. I actually think I'm kind of. Oh, I don't think you can see his watch really in Gaiden 3Ds. He ended up with a look that I really like. He's really cool. Um, I'm gonna run. It's not gonna be at a good frame rate, but I'll just show you how the facial animation works by entering text. Jerheaven, Lamentable, my 3DS's OG model within the Ambassador program. Yeah, I've got one in the Ambassador program too. Unfortunately, Guardians and Metal Exterminators, I couldn't get that to work on original 3DS because it's visually complex and there's a massive amount of content in the game. So unfortunately, late in development, it stopped working for original 3DS. Let me see if I can get. Oh, you know what? I don't think. Oh, right. This one is not. I haven't formatted him into the Silver Falls universal character uh, format yet. So this is just this is an unformatted graphics. This is why I have to have my universal character format, because if I didn't do that, if I just plugged these graphics into another game, I would have to reprogram all of the character logic from scratch for every single game. It's extremely time consuming, and it's ridiculous because there's so many Silver Falls games, and having to do all of that work repeatedly is just going to waste so much time. So that's why I have this universal format. So now I'll try this. We have Iron Austin. Let's go here. So we'll go to Silver Falls. We have, so the facial animation engine that I created is called the Perpetual Emotion Engine. So I want to go ahead and drag Iron into there. And I'll hit play, and then we will see him animate. Okay, we're ready. We're good to go. So the frame rate's going to be choppy because again, there's an immense amount of visual processing, and there's heaps of characters here. So I'm just going to say upper emotion. I don't know. Let's go happy. Bottom, let's go worried. Perform gestures. Too happy? I don't think I finished setting up his beard to animate as well. So I might actually try this on a different character. Oh wait, no, hold on. Oh yeah, there we go. No, 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 no. That I wanted set emotion. There we go. Now he's a happy boy. Let's go angry eyes, but happy on the bottom. Oh, okay. Sure, if you say so. Let's get that console out of there. The console's kind of annoying, isn't it? Let's get that out of there. There we go. There's our guy. There's our guy. Um, let's speak text. So let's say that I am a beautiful, wonderful boy. A wonderful boy indeed. Okay, so I'm going to hit speak text. So there's some glitching with the how the shadows are being affected by the facial hair. That's stuff that I would fix in engine at some point by fine tuning it. But you can see that the game does actually interpret the letters. It interprets the order of the letters, and it actually animates the mouth accordingly based on the words that are typed in there. So let's go ahead and have a character that will be able to see the mouth a bit more clearly. Hey, let's look at our dude. Oh, actually, do we have Karn in here? Is Karn in this room? Hello, Karn? I'm gonna see if Karn's here. Let me see. I might just try and grab the character since we're distributing Karn today. All right. Okay. I wonder if this is an up-to-date finished version. Let's see. Come on, go in the project. Go in there, please. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Yeah. Okay. I think this one's a finished version. So we'll put him in there. Put her there. Put her there. All right. Right up close to the camera. Let's see. Put him. We'll reference him in the Universal Character Builder, and we'll run it. Stephen, the peasants are always getting in the way of the glory. Vicarious Brothers will be a masterpiece, and the commoners simply can't fathom. Spiralite, well, it's sleep time yet again. Work calls in about 8 hours. Take care, Spiralite. Thanks for hanging out. It's been great hanging out on the chat. Let's see, set emotion. There we go. Oh, that's weird. Let's see. Let's go worried up top and angry on the bottom. Set emotion. There we go. So that's the system that I created that allows characters to have more dynamic emotions. You can see his clothes are physics animated as well as I move him around here. You can see his jacket flaps are wiggling and his shirt or his sleeves are wiggling as well. So that's physics animated a bit. And again, you can have different emotions. This is just a test system. So depending on the game that they are in, they can actually have a more broad range of emotions. This is very limited. There's way more that these characters can emote. Let's go sad up top and happy up top, sad down the bottom. So you can get some pretty funny looks there. All right, and then we'll have him speak text. There you go. And that was an immense amount of work trying to get a natural movement. So the characters can just interpret whatever text is actually on the screen. I don't have to do any programming. The characters, the perpetual emotion machine is actually reading the in-game text and it's animating real time based on that text. So let's say let's try a word like banana, speak text. Well, and you actually don't see it, but the tongue actually animates as well. So he's got his mustache blocking his tongue, but you would actually see the tongue moving as well. So his banana in, yeah. Okay. You can also set the speech speed as well. So this menu doesn't have it, but like, for example, in 3 Down Stars, there's a speed for the speech. Let's try, Ant-Man and the Wasp, full stop, Quantum Mania. Let's see how that looks, and we'll speak text. Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantum Mania. Hey! And of course, the frame rate's choppy because there's tons of characters on screen, but you can see how detailed these characters are. Anyway, Light, pretty convincing. Yeah, thanks. Obviously, I'll keep fine-tuning it and improving it as the years go on, and as we keep um, working on new Silver Falls games. So you can see how high resolution the hair and the clothing is, especially compared to previous games. So this is how Karn will appear in upcoming games. And depending on the Switch game, I do dial down the graphics. If I need to have characters right up close to the camera, then I'll use these high resolution, high quality assets. If I need to have tons of characters on screen, for example, in the upcoming Road Past Guild. Oh, you guys want to see Road Past Guild stuff, don't you? In Road Past Guild, I need to have heaps of characters on screen, especially when you've got 4 party members, you've got other characters that you talk to. So then I need to have lower quality assets so that I can fit more stuff on screen. So, okay, I'll close that window, and then we can just have a look at some of the details here. Luna Knights. Moss looks really good in Wii U. I was impressed. Yeah, and that's not even like 100% of the quality that I could have. I could have even better quality. Nifty looking jacket from Christomation. Light, I submitted my 3Ds codes above before. Oh, okay. Let me have a look. How far? Oh, great. I see them. I see them. Thanks, Light. I had my Unity windows covering those. So if you please just give me a moment. And there's characters in here that are going to feature in their own games, and I'm not even going to announce those games for like 1, 2, 3, 4 years from now. I already have the character models done for them, and they're already in the data of our current games. So characters from way future games are going to be able to backport and join the older Silver Falls games as well. That's why I have to have all of these characters done ahead of time. Okay, Light, I'll do your 2 codes. Light. Okay, your first one the first one that you did, BYUDK. I've got a typo in there. BYUDK. All right, we have Light. BYUDK. We have YCOJB. This is your first code, and then Light, your second code is OHTYO. Generate. Okay, so we have XKNWL. XKNWL. Cool, 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 cool. There you go, Light. Awesome. Super Smash. Did you know Japanese rail sim on 3DS uses real life footage while operating the trains? I didn't know that. That's awesome. That's really cool. Actually might want to look that up. That sounds awesome. And Alex, okay, we'll get your code posted in there. Okay, TW. I already got a typo. TWFWN. Is it just me? When I see multiple W's in a word, it just confuses me. Because a W is already a double V, right? So now you've got 4 V's in that word. It just sort of visually throws me off. Alex. Whoa, this is a cool looking key code. All right, Alex, there you go. And that's for a Gaiden 3Ds. That will get you our dude, Karn Delance. So Karn he's meant to be a more sensitive kind of character, you know, and he's not one of these sort of rough and gruff and tumble. He's pretty sensitive soul, really, and he's an artist. He features quite prominently in Heavy Shadow as well, so I had a lot of fun writing for him in that. And let me I'll keep zooming in, and you can see how detailed. Like you can see the fibers in his jacket, and of course I want to keep doing more as well. You can see the shininess on the buttons. He's got his little ponytail. There is a very small. This is such a small detail, and I'm going to share it with you. So the pattern on his uh, hold on, let's zoom in on his hair. Hold on, hold on, hold on 1 second. I'll be back in just a second. I'll be right back. All right, everyone, we got a fresh coffee. Fresh coffee here. And I'm gonna share light. Yours didn't work. Light. This is for Gaiden Deathly Delusion Destroyers. Is that the right one? Let me make sure I did them correctly. Check the tool here. Um, let's see. Did I get any typos? Um, XKNWL for light. Light. Maybe you can DM me in the Discord, and then we'll see what's gone wrong here. Because my tool says that's correct. Right. So there's a very small detail here when it comes to Karn's hair tie. So this hair tie, it seems like the pattern is kind of random, and he can actually change it. Like between games, he actually has different um, hair ties anyway. But if you zoom in, there's a pattern here. It says flower pattern, and this is not random. This is actually a pretty meaningful pattern for him. So let me wrangle my hair here for a second. Okay, are we wrangled? We're good. So let me see if I can find the graphical asset here. I'll just see if I can find it real quick. All right. Let's see. Oh no, I don't think I have that. I don't think I have it here. I'll have to find it in a project. But this pattern, let me see. I'll just open it up in the project here. Ooh, don't look. Okay. I'm just opening up a folder here if you give me a sec, but I'll show you where this actually comes from. Project. Okay. 1 second here. Okay, and we have. Oh, I have no idea where the texture is right now. Okay. But this material, if you have Guardians and Metal Exterminators, boot up Guardian and Metal Exterminators and pick Winnie. This is the same material as Winnie's old shirt. So this actually is part of Winnie's old shirt from the 80s. So this is not a random piece of material. Um, this is actually cut from her shirt. So at some point something would have happened. Maybe there's an event where Winnie got into a fight with some creatures and she ended up, her clothes getting torn up or something. But this material is not random. That actually came from Winnie. It's a little bit of a souvenir there. This is one of my favorite patterns for any kind of clothing in the game, and it's just a fun combination of colors that Karn is a pretty colorful guy, and maybe he's not wearing tie-dye so much these days, but at least he sort of maintains that sort of colorful, interesting look. I made these goggles. These are when he does his glass blowing, and if he needs protective eyewear, he can swap over to these goggles here. All right, let's go ahead and have a look at some other characters as well. Who do we want to look at? Oh, that was pretty funny. Every character has built-in a vomit system. So every character in Silver Falls can vomit. That's not placed correctly. That should be like that should be there. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It should be like that. Does that look correct? Are we back? This says that we're back. I wonder if we're back. We're back? Hey, okay. Sorry about that, everyone. Apologies. OBS crashed. I don't know where we left off. How long ago did it freeze? We're back. Yeah, did we? Okay. So I don't know when it froze. What I Dang, I didn't even get to show you all the stuff that I don't know when it froze. So did you guys get to see what I was explaining? Um, this I don't know why it froze. I was sort of explaining the hair tie that's on Karn. That if you boot up Guardians and Metal Exterminators, um, that's actually okay. What's even happening now? Um, this material that's on his hair tie comes from Winnie's old shirt from Guardians and Metal Exterminators. So that's not a random um, hair tie. It's not a random material. That is a piece of Winnie's old shirt that was cut off from the shirt. So it's implied something happened. Maybe she was attacked by monsters. Maybe her shirt got torn up, and this is sort of just a memento of Winnie's old shirt that he's used as a hair tie. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Every character has this cool vomit thing going on. They have cold breath as well, so they can breathe. Um, yeah. Cool. 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 Okay. So let's have a look at some other characters as well. We'll probably wrap up soon. We're close to what are we? 3.5 hours? Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. So I'm looking at my characters here. All right, let's move Karn out of the way. Let's have a look. What do we got? Oh, hey, let's have a look at Sam. Everyone likes Sam. Yeah, there are characters here that you're not going to recognize, and they probably won't be appearing for a long time still. Oh, his okay. So this physics animation, if I were to deploy it, let's see what happens. Let's just run it. I'm kind of worried. I think maybe that caused OBS to crash. It's just running it too much. We'll see what happens when I run it here. There we go. So you can see his goggles are actually physics animated. They're a little bit too wobbly, so I need to dial that down a bit. But you can see as he moves around, his neck, he'll be able to have his goggles react realistically. Let's see what we have. Oh, his shirt has some physics animation to it. You can see as he moves. This is a much more highly detailed look for Slim. And you can see the characters naturally. They'll realistically just look around. They'll blink. Their eyebrows will move around realistically in real time. So this is how Slim will appear in upcoming games. And we got our perpetual emotion tester. So let's go ahead and bring Slim into that. Oh, not. I keep saying Slim, Sam. Sorry, my brain's. I'm kind of distracted. Someone just came by, so yeah, Sam. I'll have to wrap up stream here. I just had some house guests show up, so I will have to wrap up pretty soon. Um, yeah, I would say Thor. Hold on. Um, let's say Eternals is the best Marvel movie, and Infinity War was bad. How about that? Oh, he's got some modifier on his speech, so his mouth is kind of pinched. So we're going to let's try this mouth speech modifier. So let's go ahead and modify that. So let's go. Um, let's say that wide. So let's make his mouth wider when he speaks. Let's go speak text. You can see his mouth is a little wider. Let's increase the mod weight on that. And speak text. Oh, that's a little too much. He has two modifiers. He has frown. So let's try lower mouth. Let's try lower mouth and kiss. And let's try that. Oh, that one's being removed for some reason. Maybe let's try wide. Let's try modifying that. Speak. There. And let's try speaking intensity mode. Let's go yell. Speak text. Speech intensity. Let's try that. There's all sorts of, there we go, you can get his mouth to open a bit more. So there's all sorts of modifiers to make sure even characters can have unique ways of speaking, so they don't all share the same generic animations for mouth movements. They are actually unique because of all of these modifiers, and from moment to moment you can actually change the way the characters speak as well. So yeah, there's that. There are some small details with Sam that I'd like to point out here. He generally has this two-way radio attached to him. It's a slightly different. No, I think that should be the same one as the one in 3 Down Stars. And he has a rag here. This was physics animated as well, so I think if I ran that, that would actually animate. Let's just have a quick look. I'll run it, and then hopefully I don't crash OBS again. Luna Knights, you filling his mouth with lies. Yeah, exactly. So there we go. That's physics animated. There we go. So as he walks and moves around, the cloth will animate as well. There we go. No, I am a massive fan of Infinity War and Endgame. So, you know, other people can have opinions. Other people can say that Eternals was the best movie. And, people are allowed to feel however they want. I don't personally know anyone who actually watched the entirety of Eternals. Every single person I know who has seen Eternals quit watching in the middle of it. Hey, okay, let's have a look at Bran Steelhide. Oop, where are we? So this poor guy, we first met Bran in Galaxy Bound Curse. If you needed money, you had to trade your Moose tokens over to Bran. That was the only way to get money. So Bran is the lead singer and lead guitarist for the Midnight Falcons. So here he is. This is Bran. And I don't like to use black that often for characters' clothes. Same reason I don't like using white. I think it's not very interesting from a storytelling standpoint. But I just wanted a subdued look for Bran Steelhide. That's the sort of look there. What do we got? We got... oh yeah, here's Fort for Darrow. Again, he'll be coming from Heavy Shadow. And he's got that high resolution, high quality, extra wet shirt. Again, that text on his shirt, if you check that, I believe it should say something like beautiful boy in Japanese. Phil One Up Cookies collects. You need voice actors. No, there won't be any voice acting in the series because that would add a massive logistical roadblock to any creative process in the games. So there's not going to be any voice acting. Here is Luna Solway. She appears in the diner. She works in the diner. So this is Luna. This is something I need to fix. Her polygons are poking through her shirt. No big deal. That's fixable. That's easy. Let's go ahead and run it. Let's just see how it animates here. Let's go ahead and bring her into. Oh no, this is not formatted. So she's not in the universal format yet. So she doesn't have a facial or mouth animations or anything. But I really like this paisley look for her character. Certain characters I try to focus on, like if they like certain kinds of power patterns. Like Annalise really likes the flowery patterns on her clothes. You can zoom right in there and see how detailed the clothes are. You can see the individual threads in the fabric. I sampled a very old 70s paisley shirt for this, and I modified the colors. So her color scheme is this sort of a more subdued goldenrod with this blue denim and a bit of white as well to help accentuate that. So I really actually like the color on her shoes. I think that's just pretty cool looking, this sort of blue, dark blue, and then this warm goldenrod color. So I wanted the colors in her shirt to reflect her overall the signature color. So I thought that was fun as well. I don't see Kathleen doesn't even have her signature hair ornaments there, so that one's not quite right. We have Honored, we have Bear Green Tree, we have Kevin. So this is Kevin, who we first met in Three Down Stars. Um, and he had a different outfit in that one. So this is how Kevin will be appearing in some upcoming titles. And obviously, I make multiple outfits for characters, especially as the games go on. But Kevin is so how I mentioned characters' clothes express their attitudes, especially towards technology and newness. Kevin doesn't have anything rugged like leather or fur or anything like that. So Kevin is more of a modern character. As he's the same age as Holt. He's one of Holt's good buddies, and Kevin is very much into the future and modern stuff. He's got this sort of shiny nylon, sort of almost looks like ski pants, sort of. It's rugged, but in a more modern technology way. And he's got these more modern looking shoes, and he's got the logo for the Mercury tech pad on his shirt. So he's a fan of technology. So he's the kind of character that would own a tech pad. Um, just Kevin there, and that's how he'll appear in the upcoming games. His hair, again, I still need to refine his hair. The settings on the hair are not correct. They should look like more like Kathleen's, really. But even that, I think the settings still need fine tuning. So, well, this scene, it's the lighting is sort of blown out a bit because I want it to um, to more clearly represent what the graphics are instead of being expressive. Um, Lunar Knights, hey, where's the render of the no legs man in Undertakers? None yet. We don't have that yet. Fill one up collects. I'd love to collect cookies, but I'm trying to lose weight. Yeah, sorry, I read it too fast, and I guess I have cookies on the mind. I wouldn't mind like a nice I could go for like a caramel cookie or like a white chocolate and raspberry cookie right about now. Dip that in milk. That's a good cookie. Luna Knights. Luna's my favorite character. Well, yeah, Luna. She'll be featuring in upcoming games as well. But at least we do get to meet her in Gaiden Deathly Delusion Destroyer. She works at the diner, so she's one of the characters that gives you those buffs as well. So I actually really like her character because she's meant to be a sort of this a seamless blend between the rugged outdoors, but also a lady who likes to take care of her looks, and she's really into makeup and to personal beauty and self-care. So she's really into that stuff. But I wanted her to be a blend of that and the outdoors. As you can see, she sort of mentions like doing outdoorsy stuff with her dad. So that's the kind of character that I was going for with Luna, and she feels quite different from other characters as well. Who else can we have a look at? Oh, hey, let's have a look at this is one of the guys you meet as well. He's in the Gaiden 3D's diner, and he'll be featuring in an upcoming game. Upcoming games, but he's actually going to have a feature game of his own, and I'm not going to say what that is. You guys can guess. I'll let you guess what game he'll be from. So again, highly detailed, and he's very into physical fitness. He's quite sporty. You're not going to see him wearing any of like the rugged, old-timey traditional type materials. He's really just a modern guy. He's really into health and taking care of yourself and your body. And yeah, I think he was pretty fun to talk to in Gaiden 3Ds as well. Good morning, Indrajit. How's it going? Phil, OMG, I'm hungry now. I'm hungry too, so I'm actually going to wrap up the stream. We'll probably hang out for about 10 more minutes, head out that, and then I really got to grab some lunch. Jim Killis just came back to the stream. Have the Marvel movie debate started? I made one of the characters, I made him say that Eternals was the best Marvel movie and that Infinity War was bad. And this, okay, we haven't even met this character yet. So this is a character who's going to have his own feature game. He'll be the protagonist of that. And yeah, I haven't even announced what that's going to be. It's going to be a while. So he'll appear at some point. But I need to make sure that he won't appear in the code linker for the current games for story reasons. But I had to make him for future games as well. So, oh, so we have a multiple look for irons, for Iron Austin. Here's his look as he appeared in Three Down Stars. And here's his, oops, what happened? Here's his look in Gaiden 3Ds. So he has, it's been a couple weeks since Three Down Stars. Hello? It's been a couple weeks since Three Down Stars, so he's got a different hat. He's still got the same shirt. This is not the right texture for the pants. The pants are wrong. But you know, he's been moving stuff out of his house, so he's been pretty busy, getting a bit warm. So just, you know, open up the shirt, just let it. Got to let the air through. Got to get some airflow going on. But I wanted a more vulnerable and a more sensitive look to the character, since that's where he's at in terms of the story. So a lot of that comes from Heavy Shadow as well. So if you enjoy reading, please check out Heavy Shadow. Hey, let's have a look at Slim. All right, we got Slim here. Slim's in the house. Everyone's just sort of getting stacked up with their T-poses here. Um, oh, Nukatha, a town like Silver Falls should have at least a pair of characters with a matching first name, or is there a one Steve limit? Um, there's, well, who knows? I mean, there's a couple Bills, you know. Um, so here's a resolution Slim, and you can see he's got a Falcon. Okay, we're heading back. We're coming back. Hello, are we back yet? We're back. Okay, sorry about that, everyone. It's yeah, this project is so heavy. It's rendering all of these characters. My computer's doesn't want to do that, and OBS. So we'll wrap up the stream. We'll just hang out for a couple more minutes now, after I give you a look at Slim here. And I think running it as well, running the game is actually just stressing out OBS, and OBS is crashing. So yeah, the look of Slim is disheveled. His shirt's messed up, and it's colored like that to communicate that he probably washes his white clothes with his like reds, and that's why his shirt is that color. Whereas if you look like a character like Rauno, if we've got him, I'll bring Rauno around, and he's got well, he's someone that just takes better care of himself, so his shirt's fine. Let's just grab Rauno real quick. Bring Rauno into the picture. Oh, come on now. Yeah, you can sort of, they're two total opposites. And that was sort of visual storytelling, is Rauno probably takes much better care of himself. He washes his white clothes separately from his red clothes, you know? Yeah, whereas Slim probably doesn't really, I think Slim just chucks all of his clothes into the laundry and doesn't really care that much about it. Anyway, yeah, you can see how much more detailed the characters will be in upcoming games. Yeah, so all right, I think we'll wrap up here. It's been a heap of fun. If there's anyone left that just needs their code linker done, let me know. Just send me a DM in Discord. Twitter's kind of going crazy right now. I'm getting hundreds of requests for download codes for the game, so I'm running out of download codes as well. So hey, it's been great hanging out, everyone. Yeah, we're finishing up now, so yeah. It's been great. Yeah, it's almost been 4 hours. So I hope you enjoy the new playable character. Please check in either tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, and we'll be doing Karn for Guardians and Metal Exterminators. Cool. Yeah. All right. We'll finish up. Oh, we'll have a good look at Clementine, our bartender here. Her eyes are like really creepy right now. Obviously, when she's animated, her eyelids will be down a bit. Here's a small fine detail you don't normally get to see. She has this sort of sunlight yellow color is one of her signature colors. She's actually painted her nails that sort of sunlight color, and they match the color of her boots as well. So there you go. But she had this fun pattern as well that sort of kind of accentuates her hair a bit. And this is the hat that we'll be selling in the Silver Falls shop as well. So I've actually made a slightly better version that fits, because there's a limited space onto which we can fit the logo. So I'm actually going to replace this this version of the logo. This is what was used in 3 Down Stars, but I'm going to replace it with my new version, which is more horizontal and it fits better. So that way the hat that you'll be able to buy from the Silver Falls shop will be the exact same one that she wears in all the HD stuff coming up. So yeah, I think that'll be great. Okay, everyone, it's been very fun hanging out. Thanks, and then yeah, I guess I better head out before OBS crashes again. So it's been good chatting with you all. Nukatha, yes, real clothes. So we'll be selling the actual shirts, like the Falcon Fang shirts. Let me just open up the folder real quick, and I'll show you what merch we've got before we wrap up here. Jim Killis, good to hang out, and thanks for hanging out on the stream. I'll just share some of the stuff. Okay, see you in the Discord, Luna Knights. Right. So we'll have a couple different colors for the hats. This will be one of them. Who is this guy, honestly? You know, Sir Chuck's a lot over here. You yucking it up. And then we've got this guy here, 1,000-yard gaze. Hey, look, they're giving each other like, this guy's, you know, like he's happy to see him. But then this guy's kind of like, he was hoping, you know, he wouldn't end up running into him. So he's not that happy. But he doesn't really understand the one-way animosity that's going on. So he's pretty happy, but this guy's not happy to see him. Those are the 2 different color hats. We'll have the gray and the khaki color. So we'll have the Silver Falls Dusty Cactus Bar and Grill hat. We will have Maverick t-shirts. So we'll have these in the Silver Falls shop. Out of there. What we'll have hoodies. And the hoodies will have the Keep Yourself Alive pattern on there, or the graphic. So that'll be 1-to-1 accurate, 100%. That's the exact same graphic that's used in the game. It's just high definition, high resolution. And you'll have that on a dark navy hoodie. So that'll be nice. We got Maverick mugs coming. Evangelion 007, will Silver Falls Gaiden be on sale? I want to pick it up after buying 3D's Ghoul Busters and Guardians and Metal Exterminator. So Gaiden can't be on sale because it's only available for 2.5 weeks, and I can't put it on sale that soon. So unfortunately, I physically can't even put it on sale. But all of the other games should be on sale right now. I made them on sale for as long as I could in the system there. What else will we have? We'll have the Falcon Fang shirt. So I'll do a t-shirt version. So if you want, okay, pro tip. Here's how you can do cosplay. I will sell a t-shirt version of Falcon Fang, and that way you have the same shirt as Slim. And then what you'll have to do is take that shirt and wash it with some red clothes, and then you'll have the same shirt as Slim. So that's how you can get the same one as Slim. But also, I'll have the sleeveless shirt, or the sport version of the shirt, for Rauno. So you can have the same one as Rauno